Hello, I'm Chris. Hello, I'm Chris Solo, and welcome to Fable 42, where we build community through friendship gaming and lots of razzle dazzle. You're watching the Realms of Ukodor. You catch us live every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Pacific here at twitch.tv/Fabled42. But before we get started with today's festivities, we're going to dive into some announcements. Diane.
YouTube. If you don't catch us live, you can catch us on YouTube on Saturday, 6 p.m. Pacific time. This episode will be live on YouTube, and you can go there and check out all of our past episodes if you need to catch up on what's been going on with Kiwin and this amazing gang here. And you can check out some of our other shows as well. And if you are more on the go, you can listen to us as a podcast wherever you listen to podcasts. Spotify, I know it's there. And that's it.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Spotify is a thing, and it is there. That's right.
It exists in the universe.
It is.
For both things.
It's canon.
Bridget.
Hi guys. Thank you to our first sponsor of the evening, our very own Critical Dice. Go ahead and enter !critical in the Twitch chat to enter the first giveaway of the night. We will call the winner after break, and then stick around after break as... Oh, sorry. Sorry. I'm reading this wrong. Stick around after break, as well as to enter !critical. To enter our second Critical Dice giveaway that will be called at the end of the stream. But please note, our giveaways are for the US and Canada only, except for you, Quebec. We talked about this because of giveaway laws. And help support the channel by clicking the link below for 20% off of all non-subscription items.
I feel like Quebec was like the thing that I took out of my bot. I'm kidding.
Well, they would like to leave the body they're in.
Yes.
Je me savais. So, hey, I feel cheated, you guys. I feel cheated that there wasn't a Xiaogal on Monday. I feel cheated that there wasn't an excellent ad read. So I've decided just spontaneously that my ad, I'm going to read it backwards. So the last sentence will come first and the first sentence will come last. So use Fabled42 to get 10% off your next purchase over at Nine Realms Gaming. They hand make all of their products from natural woods to create quality and affordable gaming accessories for all. So check out our friends over at Nine Realms Gaming. Wow, that worked way better than I thought it would.
Really well.
Sounded kind of normal.
It almost sounded better.
I know, right?
All right, so there you go. Chelsea, you're up. Oh no, Jay, you're up.
I'm up. Oh, it's me. Yes, I have been thinking a lot, which is never a good thing, but I did realize that for our next sponsor, Griffin Co., who supplies all of our 3D printed minis and terrain and everything like that, I realized that we're not really doing them a great service during the streams. And so I was thinking of ways that we could adapt Griffin Co. and the many US-based Griffins that work for them into the narrative. And so I came up with, this is the first thing I came up with some homebrew spells here. So yeah, so let's take a look. So my first one, I've got Absorb Griffin. I feel like that's pretty self-explanatory. You can just a Griffin. Animate Griffin.
Okay.
And so, you know, if there's a stationary Griffin, you can get it to move.
Is that a bard spell?
It is.
Dear God.
I have Banishing Griffin. So just a Griffin comes from nowhere and just punches you out of existence.
I like it. I want
or
that
like
one.
kicks. Does like a back kick thing.
No, just punch. Just
Punch.
Yeah.
just taps you on the shoulder and just I have Griffin Pult, which is a giant slingshot that will just catapult a Griffin. Speak with Griffin, which is like, hey, Griffin. And then you can speak with them. And then I have contact other Griffin, which is like, hey, Griffin. No, not you. That one. Yeah, you.
But further away.
Yeah, exactly. It's like the next one down. That's contact other Griffin. Griffin of Madness. This is taking a long time. So
No, you're good.
skip through these. I have Griffin Door.
Hey.
Yeah.
The bravest spell of all.
That's perfect.
Griffin of Gab. So you just get a really smart talking Griffin. Hallucinatory Griffin.
Could that also
which
be
is-
Gift of Griffin?
Oh yeah.
Well,
like Gift of the
yeah, but then there was like Summon Griffin and what was it? Create Griffin.
Just know Disintegriffin and we're good.
Protection from Griffin.
Cynic.
That was almost on the list. Hallucinatory Griffin. So you just get a Griffin that trips balls.
Yeah. Is that like when you have like a minor back surgery and you just like see Griffins all over your room?
That's funny.
That's it.
Chris, are
That's
you
funny.
seeing Griffins all over the room?
I kind of. I've seen
Magic-
I've seen Nightwings a lot today. Sorry.
I have Magic Griffile. So just multiple Griffins just spearing off a rocket
Oh,
pace towards.
God.
That's my
Ha-
favorite.
I have Pass Without Griffin, which is
Just walking past something.
like if you need to get in somewhere, but it requires like a certain like charisma check or anything like that, you can still pass for cool points without having a Griffin in your squad. So you can pass without Griffin. Reverse Griffin, you make your Griffin go backwards. And then Unseen Griffin. So it's like having a Griffin, but no one else knows he's there, but you all know he's there, and that's what matters. So click the link in the chat and open up Griffin Co. Go support some American Griffins today, and go get some 3D printed shit.
I like it.
And also, you'll get 22% off with code Fabled42.
Little known fact that Griffin Co. is the second largest employer of Griffins in the country.
False. First. We addressed that a few weeks ago.
That's true. I got the question wrong.
So don't point your finger of Griffin at me.
That was almost on the list as well.
Can we just do that the rest of the stream? Because that's pretty great.
We can. I'm fine with that.
Can we incorporate at least one Griffin spell just somewhere in at any point?
I mean,
Just drop a
Gryffindor is.
Griffin.
We'll get sued, but we could totally do Gryffindor.
No,
Yeah.
it's
That's a pretty
two
good one.
words and it's spelled
Yeah,
differently.
it's spelled differently.
Yeah. I mean,
Totally.
I'm just looking at my spell list right now, and I've got like Chill Griffin, Mind Griffin,
Eldritch Griffin.
But
Minor
if you say it, you have to verbally do the space like Griffin.
Griffin Burst. I don't know what that one's about.
Griffin duo.
Oh, the pronunciation, Gryffindor.
Griffin
I digress.
Exactly.
Well, this was a perfect segue into our next sponsor of the night,
Was it?
Underground Oracle, who creates special original content for D&D. So Underground Oracle, if you're watching, maybe you can incorporate some griffins into your content. Maybe not. If you guys don't know already, Underground Oracle is this wonderful company that creates 5th edition D&D content for both players and DMs, such as original creatures, races, backgrounds, fighting styles, class archetypes, and more that you can add to your gameplay. So check them out if you haven't already. And our last sponsor of the evening is Tailspire. Tailspire makes all the amazing digital maps that you see here on Realms. It's an online digital graphical way of playing role-playing games with your friends. So check them out as well.
Thank you.
Sweet. Also, this Friday, come to watch the newest episode of Duke City Chronicles, where 4 of our cast members here are going to be in it, plus another fabled cast member. But
He doesn't count.
I'm excited. Are you all excited for?
We're very excited.
We're very excited to record it tomorrow.
You're good at the last possible second.
It's almost live, which is really good. Hey, and I'll tell you this though too is I'm planning to post the very first episode to the Duke City Chronicles podcast tomorrow. After
Awesome.
fiddling with it for months, it's not nearly as good as that sentence would indicate, but it'll be there. And so you can start catching up now that you've seen session 0 last week. You can hear part of session 1 and 2 as we get into our next story on Friday.
And also, sadly, we're not doing any more game nights for the time being, but come by at 6 p.m. Pacific for movie night, because who doesn't like movies? So Fridays, 3 p.m. Pacific for Duke City Chronicles, 6 p.m. Pacific for movie night. Be there or be square, because you're not around. Right?
But don't give away the ending if you've already seen the movie.
Oh yes, don't be that.
Yeah, go away.
Yeah.
Which movie are we doing?
I don't know.
Oh no.
I'll probably put a poll up tomorrow or something. But I'm open to suggestions. So if you have movies that are on Amazon Prime, they have to be Amazon Prime, not one of the Prime channels. We could do it.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Such a good movie.
So good.
It's a good one. I think Boondock Saints was another one that was high on the list for the
One of my favorites.
That's a big shift.
Boondock.
That's a good movie.
Haven't seen it.
contra.
What?
It's a
Wait,
firefight.
who hasn't seen it?
I
Stacks.
just like seeing
When in
Chris's
doubt,
face
Stacks
when-
doesn't see it.
Yeah.
I forced him to watch Princess Bride a few weeks ago.
Stacks, hang
I
on.
made
hang
him
on,
do it.
Hang on. So when you were a kid, Realms is being paused right now. When you were a kid, what did you watch?
So
Whoa.
I watched everything, but I watched
No.
a high
Obviously.
quantity
That's
of the
not-
same thing.
Yes, my sister
So-
watched Beetlejuice probably 785 times. I get it. So you just kept rewatching the same things. So what were the things that you kept rewatching?
I mean, I may or may not be able to quote the Power Ranger movie from start to finish, but that's just like a hidden talent.
Which one?
No, that's good.
The first one, the one that matters,
Canon one.
right? No one cares about the second.
Okay.
Oh God. Now I'm like looking at the chat. Like, is that fighting words? I didn't watch
No,
Power
I'm not
Rangers when I
talking
was
about
a
the
kid.
new one that they just remade. I'm talking about the Turbo movie. Like,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah. With the original cast.
yeah, well,
All right. So on that note, I probably have announcements. My DM brain was cut out yesterday, so we'll see how this goes. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get ready for the next episode of The Realms of Ukodor.
Hidden away, a great power awaits. Muster your courage, it must not abate. Allies emboldened while evil retreats. With fate in your hand, the story's complete. Ukodor, a world full of mystery to explore. Monsters and danger around every turn. Soon enough you will learn. The choice is yours. Wisdom of ancients and stories untold. Whispers of riches and mountains of gold. In the face of defeat, we will make our last stand. With the power you hold in the palm of your hand. Ukodor, a world full of mystery to explore. Monsters and danger around every turn. Soon enough you will learn. The choice is yours. The choice is yours. Magic and wonder around every turn. Soon enough you will learn. The choice is yours.
Griffin.
Welcome back. So, where we pick up from 2 weeks ago. The party had a brief conversation with one another on their way to their living space. Fleck led the party to the room and said they needed to stay here until morning and close the door. The group was also told if they get hungry, they just need to ring the bell. The group hangs out in the room until a giant moose head begins to speak that was on the wall above the mantle. Going by the name of Morris, the moose talks to the party about sharing some of the minor details of the room and what goes on here. Krista shows some signs of panic when it is revealed that they are not able to leave the room. Kiwin rings the bell, and suddenly the entire table is full of food. After some short convincing with Jasper, they are able to open up the door. Jasper and Krista peer out into the hallway. Carefully, they investigate. Jasper takes off the ears of Rabbit and sends him on his way, crawling around the hallway looking for clues. And on his way back, they hear sounds of howling and loud noises of dozens and dozens of creatures barreling down the hallway towards them. Kiwin casts the sending spell to the keeper, asking for help, and then rushes outside of the door and places an immovable rod to bar the door shut, and then with a blink, dimension doors back into the room. The keeper arrives as the Rekics, were creatures, cower and leave the scene, entering the room, shaking his head and telling the party what happened. They learn that those creatures were in fact werewolves that go by the name of Rekics, is the race, that are a form of security while they are staying in the city. The party was locked in the room for their protection. Krista asks the keeper to take care of Phineas, and later in the evening, Kiwin casts Sending to Nak, but accidentally casts it through the totem that Viago had made her previously. Kiwin and Nak were able to talk non-stop for 5 minutes freely. The two of them spoke until Kiwin fell fast asleep. During the evening, Kiwin had visions of an entity that explained that her and her brother, Roland, were cursed as babies. That in fact a promise was made by Kiwin's grandmother to protect the children until they were old enough to make their own decisions. Kiwin, after some time, makes the same promise to continue her protection. The next morning, Kiwin casts Sending on her grandmother for the first time since she left the swamp, learning more of the story and the promises that were made. The group notices a beautiful opalescent blue dragon flying over the city. They begin to talk about the previous night, grabbing things and beginning to head out the door. There they are greeted by a very tall elven woman with vibrant blue hair. She introduces herself as Ventrilia, and that she was going to escort the party out of the keep. Quickly, however, the party realized that she was the blue dragon that was flying above, and jokingly called her Opal. Smiling at the party, Ventrilia actually enjoyed this name as she brought them to their pets. The group said their goodbyes and went towards the tavern to explore the city. What would you all like to do?
Have we gotten to check on the animals yet?
Yeah, you guys just left the animals.
We did.
All right, great.
So it's breakfast time.
I think
Yeah, it's still early in the morning.
Yeah.
I think you guys had breakfast, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like last time we left off, we had just gotten back from like the mailing office. No, it was the
embassy.
Embassy, yes, thank you.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Where we did the mailing, and we were heading towards the tavern where everyone else
some of you
was.
went to the tavern and some of you went to the embassy.
Yeah.
That's right. So we're now coming from that to reconvene at the tavern, I believe.
And so I'm going to assume there were not scones as part of our breakfast. Okay, well then I'm gonna go and find Kiwin because it's not breakfast without scones.
Oh, well, yeah, Kiwin was like hanging out in her room for a while because she was talking with her grandma. That's why there were no scones. But she's with y'all now.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna head towards the tavern where everybody else is.
Sure. And who all was in the tavern?
I was.
I think it was Cree and Kiwin.
I think Krista and Finnegan flew towards the town square, and I think that's kind of where we last left them. I believe.
Okay.
All right.
That's fine. So you guys are leaving the embassy and you see your friends heading towards the tavern then. Then we'll pick up from there.
Jasper, do you think that it is during the day is better time to explore Creepy Castle? Or do you think we get the snatchy bite if we do?
Well, judging from last night's expedition, I would say probably during the daytime where they don't lock you in.
This is good. Yes. I'm big fan of architecture.
Yeah, well, it's easier to see during the day as well. Much easier to appreciate the architecture.
This is true. Yes. But first we have more breakfast, I think.
Yeah, where's Keewan?
Right here.
Oh, yes.
Hi.
Oh, hello, sir.
Sorry, sometimes
Oh,
we
it's
forget
the tavern.
sometimes we
I
forget
thought that's
to look
where
up.
all were.
We were getting up to it, I think.
Yeah. No, like we could just like walk in the door and you're like, I'm right here, and we're like, oh, you're up there. Okay.
I was reading my book. Like,
Yeah, I just have like I think at this point I just have Jasper on one of those leashes you put on toddlers in the mall.
it's like if I wander off too far, it's like, oh.
Yeah.
No, yep. This way.
That way.
Here we go. Okay. Crossable. Thank you. Are you being in making the scones today, or are you more chatty chat, kissy kiss with boyfriend?
Well, I don't have any scones. I was a little preoccupied this morning. But what I no scones.
Okay. Maybe they
Sorry.
maybe they're having scones here.
Well, I sure hope so.
Okay. I will go ask. No, I'll go and ask.
Okay. So you
Well,
go
they
in,
call-
you go inside. The inn itself is called the Heavenly Hog, and there's a tabaxi behind the counter. Very very calm morning. Is there something I can do for you?
I'm looking for scones.
Yes, we can do stones.
No, not stones. We want the
Scones.
scones.
That's what I said. Scones.
Is it?
What kind do you have?
She's just got a weird accent. Don't worry about it.
Yes. Not everyone speaking the commonest business me.
We can make whatever you want.
Do you have lindenberry?
Sure.
Okay, I take this. Everybody else wants scones?
It's
Yeah?
not gonna be the same.
It's not the same as what?
You wouldn't understand.
They all like my scones, but I was busy talking to my mama this morning, so I didn't make any. So I guess we're gonna have to try yours. I'm sure they're great though. My scones, it's just like my mama's mama made these scones. And so the recipe's been passed on for generations. And my pa, he's the one who taught me how to make them. So I'm sure yours are great though.
You know, come here. Come with me.
Okay.
And
Ooh,
she
secret
kind of leads you
tour
to the
of
back
kitchen.
into the kitchen, and she's like, I'm not very good at the cooking and the baking, and our cook is out
No.
this morning. Would you like to make
What?
some scones for your friends?"
Oh, all right.
The kitchen is yours. You can do whatever you want.
I'm gonna bring Elscon out.
Oh,
You're gonna help me make scones. Try not to eat everything. This isn't our stuff.
is that your friend?
What? Oh, I thought you left.
I'm still standing here. It was very shocking to do that. Oh, whatever.
This is my most bestest friend in the entire world, including everyone out there. So I mean, it's just you gotta make sure you're treating them all much better than you have.
Just make sure you put on hair nets on everything. And she turns and she walks outside.
She's got hair all over her body too, Elscon. Why's she gonna tell you to put hair nets on?
I don't know. This is weird. All right, what are we doing?
We're making scones.
What's a
Let's
scone?
do this. You know what a scone is.
I don't know what the scone is.
Yes, you do. You've eaten them many times.
What is it?
It's like a little pastry. It's like buttery, and then you can put fruits or sometimes you can.
That's a scone?
Yes, it's like kind of hard.
I just
but
called
it's
it
like really
Heaven's
soft
Treat. I
on
didn't
the
know what it was
inside.
called.
It is a treat from the heavens. That's what we're calling them now. Amazing. So I will make scones with Elscon for all my friends.
Yay!
Amazing. What's everybody else doing?
I'm probably just sitting waiting. I'm good.
Okay. Also, I put a lot of luck and inspo notifications in the Discord chat for y'all to
We got it.
take a peek
Thank you.
And thank you, chat.
Yes, thank you, chat.
So a few minutes go by, and Akio, who is the barkeep, brings food and drinks out to your table, and then eventually Kiwin is done, and she brings her beautiful, freshly made scones.
Those smell lovely.
Even this is the thing you make?
Yeah.
I will take two.
I will pass out my scones to my friends and put any leftovers in my chest of preserving.
Do you mind if I try one of your scones?
Oh, of course. Sorry, I used your stuff and didn't even
Oh, you're
offer
fine,
one. My manners. My mama would.
This is delightful.
Thanks.
Are you looking
Like I
for
said.
work?
What?
Are you looking for work?
Oh, I don't know. I'm about to go on a probably not, because I'm about to go on some sort of mission for the Keeper, and then we're heading to the Terror War where my brother is, and people are getting ripped to shreds, so we're trying to save my brother and maybe some other people on the way too.
Oh. Well, when you're done adventuring and you want to retire, there's always a place here.
Oh, I mean, do you think it'll still be here when I'm ready to settle down? Because I'm only 28 and my mama, she's like 500.
This city has been around for thousands of years, so yes, I
Oh,
believe it will be
okay.
fine.
Like I said, I'm only 28. I'm still learning lots.
Thank you for the treat. And she goes back to the counter.
Ewen, did you make these?
Yeah. See, people are delightful. You gotta give them the chance to be nice, and they're gonna be nice.
Yeah, I agree.
And as I'm doing that, I'm taking my hat off and I'm just shoveling scones into my hat.
Hey,
Yeah, I slap his hand. What is wrong with you? What, were you raised in carnival
you
or
know
something?
I have a chest. I have a chest that preserves
Hey, look,
food that I can
needs
put.
to eat too.
But you put it in the chest and it stays fresh forever. Or
Yeah,
I'm
but
sure
if it's
there's a
right
time
here,
limit
then I
on
can
it.
just reach up and get it.
But it's gonna get all super hard.
Not if I eat it first.
I guess.
Yeah, I think Kree's got a stack of 3 with butter in between each of them and is just sort of eating it like a Big Mac of scones.
See her beak just like
And it doesn't look great. It's more Cookie Monster-esque than, polite. Lots of throwing the head back.
Krista has one very hot, very fresh, tasty looking scone. And she just breaks off a little piece for herself, and then she gives like 3/4 to Finnegan.
Oh, tiny hand.
I really, really want to go outside and explore the city because I don't know how much time we have before we're leaving, and I don't know what's gonna happen. So I'm really antsy to get out of here and just go do anything, something.
Sure. Yeah. No, I feel that too. I mean, if we're going to go to the worst place in the world, we might as well explore a rather nice one.
Well, to be fair, we don't know if it's the worst place in the world. It seems pretty terrible, but I mean, there might be worse places.
That is very true. Frightening thought, but very true.
And I only saw a glimpse of one section of this place. So it could be better than we anticipate.
Yeah, that's just the one bad part of the place called the Terror Ward.
Mm-hmm. It's really just it's really just the name is like a camouflage, kind of like Raven, so people don't go there because it's secretly this oasis of heaven.
Is like Iceland.
Yeah. What's Iceland?
There's a whole land made of ice?
See, this is what they don't want you to think. This is a story that someone made up. That is it's actually very green, very nice. It's a nice place, but they call it Iceland, so otherwise boogity boogie, no going there.
Oh, so it's more of a Greenland, but it's an Iceland.
Yes.
That's deeply confusing.
I think they
So
did
it's
that on
like
purpose.
Greenland.
Hey, Greenland and Iceland, is that a realm?
Oh no.
It's too much meta.
We're
much
just
meta
we're just
happening.
making up things.
We're making up stuff, and then people are putting things like Griffin of Hope in the chat.
There are a substantial amount of land masses in the north that are full of ice.
So it theoretically they could have been called Iceland, possibly.
Yeah.
Yes, but they wouldn't have
Greenland.
done what the Vikings did, which made it confusing on purpose. But yes.
Right.
It would be nice if there was one actual Greenland, like regular human realm Greenland
Yeah.
in in realms. They just have like socialized medicine and stuff. Anywho, anybody want to do anything?
Depression.
In depression. Anybody want to do anything in particular? I'm just sort of chilling. Anybody?
I just want to get out of these four walls. I need to be outside.
Are we being and needing the permission to go outside, or can we go outside into the mountain that is not mountain?
I don't think we're
I think
supposed to leave the city.
Yeah, I think they just want us to hang out in the city. I don't really have anything I need to do. But
I'm down for some exploring.
yeah.
Yes, I am interested in a place called library that should have books. Yes, this could be source of information, maybe research for Terror Ward, or horses with no eyes. This could be a good place for us to find the intelligence.
It's not a bad idea at all. Do we have healing potions and stuff? Do we have a good amount of those? Should we try to find some? If we're going to somewhere where people tend to get torn asunder?
This is a good
Well,
idea.
I'm here.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
true. But just in case.
Maybe for you.
Yeah.
Just in case something happens to you.
Yes.
Well, that's
Keewan-
where Alscon comes in handy.
Yes, Keewan, how many times have I pulled you from certain death to go back to Krista to be healed because you
Twice.
take nap during battle and the bleeding on the ground?
Twice.
You took
Maybe
a nap
healing
in the
potion is a
battle?
good
Why would you
idea.
take a nap in the battle? That's weird.
No, I was dying.
It was blunt force nap.
Yeah, like a dirt nap.
Forced to nap. Like
Yes.
when you're a little kid and your mom or dad tells you have to take a nap and you don't want to and they force you to. But
Yes.
of course.
Is this the bartender still just like?
No, it's an Elscott. I can't remember what his
Oh.
voice was.
The bar keeps like,
Thought it was
wait,
the
what are you
backseat
guys
too.
doing?
I know.
Alscon's voice is just like this, like kind of like little posh, like.
Oh, that's right. He was like more like
Hello.
Rydell. That's right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, Chris has 3 voices. He has to use them very carefully.
I'm also in excruciating pain, so you have to bear with
Yeah,
me.
you're a
Aw.
champ, dude.
Here,
Yeah.
when I'm Elscott, I'll do this.
There you
That's
go.
awesome.
There you go. So
'Cause he has
glasses.
He does have glasses.
Do you guys
And the
also
vest.
you also could cheat? Everyone take a look. What am I looking at?
Oh.
A
screen.
screen.
Vague lights.
Just looks like
Enhance.
I can't read it. I know.
Eh, so you were dying, Kiwen.
Yeah,
Why didn't you call for my help then?
because I was dying and you were in my necklace.
We have to talk about this.
There maybe should be.
You
an
go
escape
through
plan.
puberty and now all of a sudden you think you get to take care of me.
That is the purpose of a companion, is to take care of the other companion.
Yeah, it might not be a bad idea to have a
My
sort of
scone.
Banff out plan, but also like
Yeah, but if I'm dying and he's in my necklace because I don't want him to die, then what are we to do?
drink a healing potion. So, anybody would go find a potion shop with me.
Yeah,
I would
perhaps
agree.
we can figure out
I'll just raise my hand.
a way to if you are going down, maybe I pop out or something. I don't know,
Yeah, is there like a sort of
like a
password?
contingency plan or something.
Yeah. A Banff word?
Well, maybe the necklace can feel her body going cold, and that would warn him.
Golly, that's sad.
Yes, but I can't come out on my own. That's the problem.
So
Oh.
there is being someone there to grieve her untimely demise?
Oh god, that's awful.
Yeah,
It's dark.
if I'm already going cold, that means I'm dead.
For a while, if the calculations are correct.
This is a terrible conversation to have right before we go to the tarot world.
Yeah.
Yes, this is very bad, but also
But
the dying
also-
in battle is much worse.
The time to have it, because the terrible things I think are gonna most likely,
Yes.
and I hate to judge a book by its cover, but most likely terrible things are gonna happen in the terror ward.
What if like
Probably.
Iceland?
No, that's what I'm
Like that.
saying. Like I hate to judge a book by its cover. It might not be that bad, honestly. You can't let just a few bad seeds ruin the whole batch, but you know.
Maybe they have incredible scones.
Well, you just got to go there. You got to take the bad apples out so they don't, corrode the rest. So I
May-
think that's really what
Maybe they
we got to
have
do.
wonderful scones, but every time you get really close, it goes further away from you.
Elscon.
That's
God, that-
terrible.
What?
That is hell.
Oh, Elscon's gotten dark.
Oh,
She says
Truly
she finishes
terror.
her handful of scones.
Is Elscon going through emo phase?
Well, he did just recently hit puberty, so I think he's about time to get
Excuse
through
me.
that. Like,
I am a
yeah.
grown man. Thank you.
Jasper feels
are-
reaffirmed in his taking scones and putting them in his head.
Yeah.
Did we ever decide how tall Elskan was?
Well, as far as the art goes, he
He's like
is
just
almost
as tall.
half her height.
So he's
half
as
Keelan's
tall
height.
as Jasper, or as tall as Felix. Taller than
So
Jasper.
he's like a little over 3 foot tall, I think.
Taller
He's
than me.
closer. He's closer to my height.
Yeah.
Taller than Jasper.
And Krista.
Yeah, I'm only 2.5 feet tall.
And Krista gets smaller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a sometimes height.
I mean, I had a dream once that Elscon got to be actual Yeti height, and then Keelan just like rode him into battle.
Yeah. That's exactly
Oh, it
If
has
this-
to happen.
If this is a comment in character, I have enlarged. Just putting it out there.
Just saying.
Just saying.
And Krista
Wait.
will jump on Finnegan, and we will just be like toward force going in.
Yeah. So, Chris, I'd like to ask the bartender lady, like, is there a potion shop or other places to like resupply here?
Sure, sure. You go up and ask her, and yes, there is an arcane shop that has books and other things of that nature. It's called Old Staff.
Staff. All right.
Is the staff old?
The patron
Like
running
like
the
the
store
like
is
the
old.
shop's staff? Oh, okay.
I believe his staff is old.
Is
I didn't
what?
even mean it like that, Jason. Damn it. And
I saw it. I saw it on Kree's face. I was like, "Don't do it."
I was really trying not to
Yeah.
to but
Yep.
yeah.
It's
I immediately went to. Did they have new staff before they had old staff, or old staff first?
they,
and
they,
then
they, they took the
next day my
popsicle
old
sticks
staff?
and they wrapped it around the staff to make sure it. Never mind.
I have some really bad to continue, but I won't.
Yep.
Really.
Elskan has a bunch of food and he kind of pulls on your cloak, Kiwin. I'm ready to go back in my room now.
Oh,
You don't want to hang out?
I was in the middle of a really good book.
You're
I was listening to My Chemical Romance, Mom.
you're
Jeez.
always in the middle of a really good book. You can't just hang out with us for. I mean, you're gonna be in there for a while in the Terror Ward.
We are going to a bookstore, I think.
I think you can hang out here for just a bit.
That's fine.
You need to socialize.
Where'd your sunglasses go? Or your regular glasses? Sunglasses.
Solitary Yeti.
He just keeps eating.
All right. Well, to the old staff.
This is good. Yes.
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah. Let's head there.
All right.
So you take some time and you head over to the
Do
old
that.
staff and you see a picture of a turtle holding a staff, and the staff looks like it's broken and it's kind of like swinging on off the sign.
Is this a motif, or like is this just an old sign?
It's an old sign.
Okay.
Old stuff.
Old sign.
Did you guys go in?
All right. Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Okay. So you see a interesting looking, very wrinkly. His shell is aged turtle standing behind the counter.
Hi there. I met a turtle once, and he was terrified of the water. Do you like to
Why are
swim?
you talking so fast?
I'm sorry. Do I talk fast?
Very. How can
Ah.
I help you?
I will talk slowly.
I'm not an idiot.
Are you? Are you afraid of the water?
Yeah.
He is speaking common. Do not do this.
Why would I be afraid of the water? I'm a
Because the only
turtle.
other turtle I've ever met, he was afraid of the water.
Preposterous.
He was.
That is kind of preposterous.
It's inconceivable.
It's not inconceivable. He's
As we all
what
stare
he's
at stacks.
the first turtle I ever met. He was real nice. He was really nice. I tried to pep him up to go into the water. Whatever.
Oh, he's asleep. Oh, sir.
What?
Hi.
Turtle in
Yeah.
the water.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
But do you happen to have any healing potions that we could peruse, perhaps,
Of course.
in your fine establishment? Yeah.
Let me show you right where they are.
Hello.
Oh.
Welcome with the staff.
Yeah.
Krista goes and claps like all.
Yeah.
You're all so aggressive. I'll take you there.
Oh God.
What?
It's a very long story.
It's like 3 city blocks. Takes us a month to get there.
So here's the front of the store. And this is aisle 1.
Oh,
We'll
God.
get to aisle 27 soon enough.
I cast haste. I was waiting for it.
He goes just
I'm
a,
not
he,
jo-
he
I'm
goes
not
like
jo-
a
I'm
little
not
faster.
joking. I'm not joking. I cast
Thank
haste.
God. Felix, thank God. I mean, thank the gods. Thank the
Like
gods.
he literally moves just a little bit faster because it just doubles your speed, right? So if his speed is like 3, then it's now 6. And he's like, "Oh, I feel young again."
Careful you don't crash.
I know.
Uh,
Watch your
cramp.
hips.
Cramp? No, I'm fine. Healing potions on aisle 27. I'm just gonna sit down here. I feel like I've run a marathon.
Oh,
Maybe you
thank
should
God.
eat banana.
What? But
Banana.
It helps with potassium.
I have plenty of potassium.
Potassium.
Did he say potassium?
He did.
Okay.
It's not that. You don't get that from
What
bananas.
else do you want besides potions?
Oh, I don't know. Eddie, what else you got? Oh God, I immediately regret asking that question.
I'll ask.
Creed,
You
did
can
you go
just
to aisle
tell us.
27?
You don't have to show us.
Yeah, I
Tell us.
like Cree couldn't stand how slow everything was. She ran over to the aisle
Give me
27.
an
Yes, this
investigation
much
check,
patience.
Cree.
So, huh?
Investigation check.
Oh, sure.
Is there a menu?
Is there a menu?
I have all sorts of things. You just have to ask, and I'll tell you where it's located. Roughly.
Can I be asking you solution to problem?
11.
You can try. Nothing's labeled, and everything is really dusty. And some of the colors are reddish, and some are like pinkish. There's a spread of potions and things.
You
I
all
used to-
hear from aisle 27. Oh, come on!
Jason used to work at Costco. I'm having a moral panic right now. I'm like, nothing's labeled.
How big is
15
the
years of
turtle?
retail management. I feel you. What's that?
How big is he?
How big is he? I mean, he's a medium-sized creature. He's probably hunched over. He's probably 5.5 feet tall, but he's probably 6 straight up.
Can I look in again and like give him a little look and like can he like go under the turtle's legs and like put him on his back and start taking him to aisle 27?
Well, as Finnegan does it, he's like, I'm fine. Oh, look, it's a footrest. Wonderful. So, what else are you wanting?
So we are having this problem where this is Kiwin, and Kiwin is like base on Game of Tag. You get tagged, you get back to base, you're okay. But problem we're having is base keeps falling down. We don't want base to fall down, we want base to stay up, which is why we asked for the healing potion. So I'm wondering, do you have anything to keep base from falling over?
And base is a building.
Is person. This is Kiwin. Kiwin is like base. When we fight, it's like Game
Hello.
of Tag.
Have we met before?
No.
Oh.
No.
Well,
Yes,
My
we
name
have
is
many times
Noriel.
actually.
my name is Noriel the
Do
Torking.
you know Lyland?
Who?
Lyland, he's the turtle I was telling you about that's scared of water. He's over in
Let me think.
Oh God.
Oh.
well, you can stop thinking now though. I think we've got other things we got to do.
Still
No,
concentrating on haste.
I don't
Yeah.
believe. I don't believe. That's why it's not as slow as it was. Wes, I don't believe I know Leland.
Not Leland, Lyland. But okay.
That's what I said. Lyman.
No.
Cree returns from aisle 27. None of them's labeled. We need the thing. Sir, would you please? Please?
It's very easy. It's just the red potion. Grab a red potion for Turtle's sake.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And I'm gonna just run back and grab all the red potions that I see.
Well, right. Well,
How many potions I get?
roll a d8.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so you didn't just come here to bother me about potions and provide me with the footrest. What else are you looking for?
No, this is not sole reason we came. No. We're looking for ways to keep people alive when scary, sharp, stabby, bitey things come after
Well, that's
them.
easy. Just
Oh, this
don't
is
go
good.
by the scary, sharp, stingy things.
So we have problem
Yes,
where
point.
sometimes they came to us. So it's not good strategy.
He looks at the front door. Are they coming now?
Yeah.
No, you have like 12
Yes,
more
they're
hours.
coming right now, so you better run and get us everything we need, like right now, because they could be here any minute.
He's gonna just hide in his shell.
He vanishes.
Oh!
Quick, grab everything. Let's go.
I drop haste. He has a level of exhaustion. He's not going anywhere.
You hear a sound coming from behind the counter. That sounds like crashing in pots and pans and things.
Are you okay?
And you just see on the backside the shell is just kind of shaking and
Oh.
settling.
Mr. Noriel,
I'm fine. I'm fine.
I was just kidding.
Why would
Whi-
you, kid?
Whisper goes around and like helps them back up.
Well, that was nice. That would have taken me an hour.
I rolled a 5.
A 5. You find 5 red potions.
All right, she's gonna return and thunk them down on the counter. All of these?
Wonderful.
They're all healing potions for sure?
Yes.
They're not something else that's gonna turn us into a chipmunk or something strange?
No, those are purple.
Oh, that's very good to know.
I think. Yes.
Oh?
Wait.
I'm gonna check the the bottles. I don't know if Aarakocra is colorblind.
That's fair.
Red is very close
Let's
to
see.
purple.
Let's
What
see.
a great question.
Hang on, I'm gonna see. Evens or odds? Let's see.
Brilliant. Yes.
Well, it's odds. I think she has color.
Okay.
I think she's color.
Yeah, so they are all our shades.
Might be
of
red green.
Yeah.
Might be red green. I'm gonna have to look that up now. Like I'm like, do Philippine eagles see color?
I'm gonna
Continue
guess
on.
they see more color than normal, and especially into the red spectrum.
Yeah.
Just as a guess.
Yeah, right. Because they like hunt stuff.
Ultraviolet. Yes.
The first thing on the Google search is do Philippine eagles eat monkeys?
Oh,
That's
What
a
did you
big bird.
whoa.
I just searched
Oh, it's
do
the auto
Philippine
search.
eagles.
That's dangerous.
Viago search. Yeah.
The Viago search. Oh, where's fucking Viago?
He comes crashing to the wall.
Yeah. Kool-Aid man.
So, I like your jokes. They're funny.
Okay.
Oh,
Total person whose name is clearly pun. Do you have any spell scrolls?
I might have some. I would have to go look.
I'm looking for things like resistance, invulnerability, contingency, blur. Yes, blur would be good. Yes.
Yes. Can you just write down a list and send it to me so I can take a look if I have these?
I pull out a notebook that says Discord in the front of it.
Also, did I possibly make a pun without even knowing it?
What's his name?
Noriel?
What?
Noriel the turtle? Turtle? Noriel the turtle? Turtle? It sounded like a pony first said it.
Oh,
Like Nortle the turtle?
got it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Dr. Seuss.
Well, his name is Norio, but then I said Noriel, so then
Okay.
It-
See, okay. It wasn't just
no, it wasn't just you. What about everybody else? You have some healing potions there?
Yeah, I'll take all of these. How much are they?
350.
Done. I'll give him 350.
Wonderful.
Clink. Alright, cool. And they're just regular healing potions? They're not anything special?
Not sure. Can you make sure that when you add those 5 potions that they are labeled that they're from the store?
Okay.
For no reason at all.
Oh god. Oh
I'm picking
god.
up really such vibes.
Yeah.
No more metagaming!
Mario,
Yes.
what's your rarest potion in the shop?
I believe we have a gold one somewhere.
What does it do?
Great question.
How much is it?
500 gold pieces.
What? I don't have 500 gold.
And I have
I
no
saw
idea
you.
what it does.
So it's like a
Buy it.
mystery potion. It's like a grab bag.
Yeah, sort of. I purchased it from a creature long ago.
I have 200 gold. Does anybody else want to pitch in for the mystery grab bag potion?
Does he not know where it is? Is that what I'm picking up?
Yes, he has no idea where it is.
Can I just wander off and go looking for it?
Investigation check.
That is the
Okay.
best idea ever, just to have Jasper just somewhere in this shop.
Gold, you say?
It's just
Oh, that's an
not.
18 plus 9.
Oh,
Nice.
okay.
He probably has no asset protection in this place.
How do you spell this turtle's name? Noriel.
IA.
Cool.
Oh, good. I spelled it correctly. Woohoo!
While they're waiting, Whisper's just gonna break off like half of his scone and like hand it off to Norio.
Oh, this,
Nice.
is so nice. This is quite delightful.
It might help with your sleeping. Give you a little pep.
With my sleeping.
Yeah, you nod off a lot.
Oh.
It's a heavenly treat. It's called a heavenly treat.
I understand now. I understand.
Okay.
What was your
Yeah,
check,
okay.
Jasper?
What would that be? 27.
We're just gonna be in here for 3 hours, guys. Just so you
Yep.
No.
27. You find 2 silver potions and a bronze potion, which are very strange to see a silver and a bronze liquid in a potion. no gold.
Does he look
Mercury.
like he might be hard of seeing? Okay.
That is a very Jasper thing to know, though.
Mm-hmm. It is.
Part of
Did you hit enter, Jason?
Am I? Yeah, it's in there.
Yeah, it's in the.
Oh, in the group chat?
The main one. Yep.
Got it.
Am I in full view? Like, who can see me? I don't know where I am in the store.
So the way that the store is, it's like a horizontal store, and there's a bunch of shelves with all sorts of nonsense in it. Some, like half of it's books, half of it's stuff, and there's like one main hallway that goes to his desk. So he can see you walk into an aisle from your perspective, but at that
then
point,
can't see me.
you feel like he can't see you.
Is it like that scene in The Matrix where all the guns just kind of go flying down the rack?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
A fun scene.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna take out 3 scones from my hat, and I'm going to replace them with the bottles.
There.
Okay, give me a sleight of hand check. Without even looking, he reaches down underneath a cabinet and he pulls out 3 scrolls. Yes, your list is very simple. I have all 3 of these items.
Oh, this is good. What is price?
They're about 300 gold pieces each.
Okay. Would you please leave them here while I think about purchase?
Sure.
And I'd like to talk to Kiwin a little bit, I think.
Sure.
So, Okay, so Kiwin, I am wanting to keep you alive, not only because of a strategic advantage, but also because you are a nice person. You make good scones, and you have things to do with life and saving idiot brother from terrible place.
Yeah, he is a dum-dum.
Yes, this is my thoughts exactly. Did not want to speak ill of him. So, I'm thinking maybe some spells that will keep you alive, but I only know wizardy spells, and you have different spells. I'm not knowing if you can cast these, but they are the first ones that come to my mind. So there is spell that make you all shaky, so people cannot hit you. There is spell that make you very hard to hit, like I look at Viago. Like him when he is very angry, but you're just
He's
like,
sitting
no.
in the corner with his glasses just reading. He's like, what? Hello.
And then there's other spell that is hypothetical conditional statements with a cascading effect.
You know,
Did that make sense?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Is spell that you cast to say if thing happened, then other thing happened, and the other thing is not dying.
so an interesting thing about this is I don't think any of you are aware of my Ukodor homebrew world rule for spell scrolls.
I'm not, which is why I'm like having this conversation because
So if you're able
these
to
are all
cast
wizard
a
spells, and I'm
spell,
like,
if you're able to cast a spell and you find a spell scroll and you are successfully cast the spell, there's a save, and you permanently learn it as a usable spell.
Right, but what about cross-class stuff? Because
Doesn't matter.
But is she allowed to cast a wizard spell from a scroll?
If she succeeds on the check, she could try.
Okay, so like,
Because GW did it with Jadobi twice.
dang it, GW. Thank you for making a arcane precedent. We appreciate this. Your Honor, according to the precedent of the case of GW versus Ukodor,
Very nice. Very
I
nice.
thought it
I'm
was-
just a small country,
lawyer. I have no idea what my brain went there.
Oh my god.
Okay, so Kewin, if it is possible for you to cast this could be a very good thing that will keep you alive. If I had the first pick, I would pick the conditional spell. The is called, how to say in common, contingency. Do you know this spell?
No.
So contingency is a spell that does nothing unless you pick something else. And so you cast the spell and the arcane weave rests upon you until it is activated. And you tell this spell, this is my hopes and dreams, that if I am at death's door, then you cast other spell for me. And the other spell could be cure wounds, it could be resurrection, it could be teleport, any of these things. And so it is, if this happened, then this happened. I could probably morph into a woolly mammoth, any of these things would be okay.
So I could say, if any of my friends die, then we all teleport with all of our loved ones to a safe space and we live happily ever after.
Is wordy, but yes, this is possible. Do you know how to cast teleport?
No, but you just said that if something happens, I can make something else happen. So if one
Yes,
of
but
you go down, then I can have everyone be saved, teleported with all of our loved ones to a safe space,
Okay,
and then we'll
so
live forever.
Living forever is terrible idea.
Well, you know what I mean.
I'm pretty sure this is how places like Terror Ward get existing. Okay,
No, that's
Tarot
not
Ward? Why are you talking about the Tarot Ward?
because we're going there.
His name of friend.
Why would you want to go there? It's a terrible place.
Have you been?
Obviously, gotta save my brother. He's a dum-dum. If you've been listening, you'd know.
I've been listening to everything.
How are you been knowing terrible place? Have you been before?
Yes.
I've been once, yes.
Ooh.
But you came back.
Would you like another scones?
No,
I
can't
feel
have a
like you're trying
scone.
to bribe me. What was your sleight of hand, by the way?
I rolled a natural 2, but with reliable talent, that makes it 23.
I was just gonna say I'm nowhere near to help you. Oh, you don't need help. Okay.
It's fine.
Well, that's lovely. Let me roll this for no reason at all. With my reliable, I don't have that. All right. Yes, I've been there before. Long ago, I was there.
What did you face? What is it like? Do you have any sort of
I
wisdom
don't
to
remember.
impart?
It was a really long time ago.
Come on, really?
What?
Gotta have a spell for that.
You don't remember the place called the Terror Ward? There was like might be eyeless
I mean,
horses.
That sounds terrible. No, I just remember it being horrible.
Ugh.
My deepest, darkest fears were present.
Yours personally,
Yes.
or just like and like not.
I saw
just, like,
rabbits
general
everywhere.
horror?
It was terrifying.
Rabbits. But rabbits are so cute.
Not with red eyes and fangs. They looked vampiric. It was horrible.
Gaspard,
Well,
over here.
I
Monty Python
mean,
bunny.
So
hmm.
that means you guys, we have to protect our minds, not just our bodies.
Do you have anything that can do that? Like sort of make sure that nobody can get into our noggins?
Yeah, a
I'm,
noggin.
I might have an item that would do that, maybe. I don't have 6 of them, 7 of them.
What do you have?
It would be some sort of item of mind shielding.
We'd be very interested in that.
Just a tinfoil hat, isn't it?
I know.
It is now.
Damn it, Jesus. Well, I can look for that in a little bit.
On break.
Okay, Kevin, the other spell that you have to cast with contingency has to be spell that you know.
Oh.
That I am pretty sure affects only you. Maybe? I don't know. I have to look it up.
Okay.
Sounds like a useful bit of paper.
I have 2 of those rings, by the way. It's rings of mind shielding. You have to attune to them, though.
Oh, I'm already fully attuned, but if anybody else has attunement slots.
No, I think I got too many things.
Me too.
Yeah, it's just
That
a
sounds
gift when a
great.
DM gives you too many things and you have to choose.
I know.
Is embarrassment of riches.
But
How
yes,
much
I
is
have
the ring?
two items.
How much is it?
If I remember correctly, they're 200 gold pieces each. If you know a jeweler, you could purchase the items and embed them into something else if you want. I believe the enchantment, if it's done correctly, can do that.
What was this?
That's what jewelers do.
I haven't been out of my shop in a really long time.
I'm really tempted, y'all.
Am I coming back by now?
Yes. Sure.
Cool. And with the passive perception of 20, would I have heard his greatest fears?
I mean, he was not saying it very quietly at all.
No.
When Jasper gets back, I will absolutely tell him his greatest fears.
It's bunny rabbits.
So, walking up.
Okay.
Clink, 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 clink.
And it was what, 2 silvers and a bronze?
Yes.
Okay.
Tall hat.
It is a tall hat.
So, you have your rings and your scrolls that you're contemplating. Your gentleman over there is being very quiet reading his book. What about you? And he points to Whisper. You haven't said a word.
Oh, I was just making sure you don't fall over again.
Oh, it was you who helped me up with. Nice lad. Have a candy. And he scoots a little jar of candy towards you.
Is it Werther's original?
It's got
No,
be.
it's the little strawberry ones that are really hard to find.
Oh, those are so good.
I love
I know where to
those.
order them, guys. I know where to order them.
The old lady candy store.
I love those so
This is
don't
the
even
much.
have them
blank
in most
stare of
stores
a
anymore.
foreigner.
Sorry.
Jay, we're gonna order some just for you. I have your address.
It's a little hard strawberry candy, but then on the inside, it's like a gusher almost, where it kind of goos in your mouth.
It's like strawberry,
No,
like
come on, dude.
jelly. It's so good.
Yo,
Every
I
old
will-
lady
I-
has them.
next Ukodor Con, when we're all in person, I will bring fruit pastels, and you will kneel at my feet.
That sounds really familiar. Maybe I've eaten those.
Oh, well,
in Harry
like,
Potter.
It's weird in
candy,
British, of course.
candy
it is.
over in like British candies are top notch.
It's got way more
Their
sugar.
teeth are gone. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
All right, so I don't really want anything for myself. I'm just trying to help Keelan is my goal here.
Of course. Yes, I understand that. Oh, you weren't telling me that. I understand. So,
No, because we're not using ridiculous voice.
Whisper
I mean-
grabs one of the candies. Have you sold one of those rings recently?
no.
Could maybe we exchange?
What do you have to exchange?
And Whisper takes off a ring that's on his finger. This belongs to the guy that I look like, but it's
Excuse
a ring
me?
of spell storing.
Spell storing, that's fancy.
Could we maybe swap? but I don't want you to sell it. I would like to come back for it. After I come back from the terror ward, that is.
You want me to hold it for collateral so you can use this other item in its place?
Yes.
Sure.
Oh.
Oh. And he just like hands it over.
What spells are in here right now? Asking for a friend.
None currently. There might be spells from when he used it, but I haven't used them. So,
Interesting.
Good trade.
luck.
Good pawn.
He puts it into like a little basket that's on the shelf.
Lost forever.
Lost and found.
Yeah.
Here. For that, I will hold that as collateral, and you can have these 2 rings. And he scoots them forward.
Both of them.
Ooh, that's good.
I only have one mind.
Yeah, no, but
I'd be alarmed if you had 2, young man.
I would be as well. Does anybody else want one?
What is it?
Ewan, you should probably take one of those rings if you can.
I can't. What is it?
Ring of mind shooting.
No, I don't want that. I want to make sure that I can hear if my brother calls or if my mama calls or if any I want to be available to whoever wants to talk.
All the time.
Yep.
It's probably about that time that I've been told by Felix, and I'm like, oh, you mean like this? And I bamf Rabbit on the counter in front of Nariel.
Can you give me an investigation check?
An investigation check?
Yeah. Why does he have those weird ears on his brain?
His brain?
I know.
19.
19, okay. There's a shelf behind him. There's a lot of little chests and things kind of smattered around. Then you see a faint glow from a couple of them. Is that a weasel?
He's a rabbit.
A rabbit.
Yeah, very special rabbit.
Can't pull the shell over my eyes.
Why would
Because
I
it
want
is-
to?
He's attached to her spine.
Yeah.
I mean, sort
That
of.
would-
I
that
can
would
hide
be-
it.
Yeah, but that would be horrible for me to pull it the other way. Then I'd turn you inside out.
I'm confused. Very confused.
You need to read up on your anatomy more.
On your own anatomy.
Yes.
Anything else? Are we buying these scrolls?
I do not have very much gold pieces, but I do think contingency spell would be very good.
I have a 400 at the moment. I wouldn't mind helping you kick in with for it.
Didn't you guys get a bunch from a job?
Yeah, then I spent it on something.
Yeah. I'm
Oh.
still
Yeah,
living
but-
off my gambling money.
But
Yeah,
they went
I ain't
armor
got no
shopping.
money.
Yeah, I got
I,
like 800 and I spent it on like healing potions for like everybody.
Yeah.
Am I thinking of a different game? Maybe.
No, we cheated our way through a casino. It was great.
No.
I had,
Like,
like,
I thought you guys got paid from a job, but I might have crossed my games.
No. We haven't really done any paying jobs for a second.
Community service.
I have 200. Creed, here you go. Get whatever you and Felix think we should get.
All right. I mean, I'll definitely kick in for that contingency spell. That sounds like a good idea. So
Yeah.
I have 400 here.
Do
So.
you all have other things you want to trade?
Oh.
Always looking for new things.
Is possible, yes.
Am I shorter than the counter?
What's that?
Am I shorter than the counter?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna have Rabbit like sit on his back legs and just caress his chin with his front paws.
Ugh.
Whose chin?
Nariel's.
Oh, what are you doing? All right.
Just hoping he gives in, and I'm gonna try and sneak around.
Roll a stealth
Is
check.
there another way around rather
There's
than just,
a- there's
straight
a-
through him
There's a thingy, but you can go underneath it easily.
without ducking?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
maybe it'll
Watch
hit your
the top
hat.
Yeah, what's your hat?
Exactly.
Don't wanna clink
Actively
too much.
stealing.
I got somewhere a rod of absorption.
28.
It was in something, I believe.
Oh, it was in the chest from.
Yes.
Yeah. I'll hold on to that. I'm gonna take out my figurine of wondrous power. I'd like to try to hawk that for a spell scroll.
Interesting.
it's an
What was
owl.
your spell? What was your stealth check?
I'm sorry. I
28.
interrupted.
20. What the fuck?
You're
Okay.
surprised at this point?
I mean, I forgot. What is this thing? What does it look like? What am I looking at right now?
Is small owl. It turns to big owl, and you can ride it around. It's very fun.
An owl, you say?
Yes.
Owls eat turtles. That's disgusting. Let me think.
This one will not eat you. This one will eat other people for you in strange twist of fate.
Interesting. So there are three different things on the shelf. There's a chest. There are three things that you could sleight of hand. Let me put it that way. There's a chest,
Sleight of hat.
sleight of hat. What do you have a hat of holding? What's going on here?
It's just
Yes.
lying with a bag of holding.
Oh.
It's really tall.
Yes.
I
So
need a bigger hat.
there's a small chest.
Okay.
There is
I have a
a
bag of
tall, like a cylinder type of thing, and then there is a bag.
A bat?
A bag.
Bag.
So there's a chest, a cylinder thing, and a bag.
And I can't discern what.
You can
I
stay
the
back
thing-
there and roll another stealth check to get another Arcana check to try to guess, or see what's
man.
the best choice.
It's the
He's very-
mystery grab
He's
bag.
very distracted right now.
Okay. How big is the bag? And how big is
They're
the
all
chest?
roughly the same size.
Oh.
Ooh.
So it's a chest, a bag, and what was the third
A
thing?
cylinder thing. It's round. It's a container, but it's round. I don't know how to.
What would that
Um,
be?
Like
Does
a
it
tin
look
can,
like
yeah.
a scroll tube?
No. It's much bigger. It's
Oh,
it's like my damn dice tower from Nine Realms Gaming. So
Oh.
it's round. It's really
plug.
big. So it's
It's
let's plug it
roughly-
properly. So it
It's
is
as big as man's arm.
it is
Oh.
literally
Wow.
this big, but it's round.
Ooh.
It's not poly shaped.
It's a big thing.
And the chest is about the same size, but it's like this. The bag
Oh,
is
that looks
smaller.
even
though.
more impressive.
What
bag
to
is
get?
small.
What to get?
I'm gonna try and take the chest.
Okay. Give me a stealth check. Oh, you're just gonna take it. You're not gonna do anything else, right?
Yeah, no.
Okay. Give me a sleight of hand. And what's the activation word?
He's
You can write it down so it doesn't. Giant owl doesn't eat this.
I whisper to him that it's Vladimir, but in halfling.
So I have to say that whole phrase.
Vladimir
Vladimir in halfling.
No, but this will also work.
Oh.
You just say, and I cover the ears of the figurine. Vladi is the word. Vladi.
Well, let me see how many. I'll be damned. I rolled a 3. Yes, I'll take this for the scrolls.
Okay, so are you talking about the scrolls that the scroll that I just texted you, or the scrolls that the contingency
new
scroll
one.
too? Yeah, so I'm trying to bargain for the contingency scroll and the scroll that I just sent you.
Got it.
Secret.
Just those two.
Yes, if those are the two that you desire, I will agree to these terms.
Okay, this is good. Thank you very much.
What was your sleight of
Hey.
hand?
23.
You got it. Easy enough. Doesn't even
Okay.
notice.
Can I stay back there and use Mage Hand to take something else? as
You
I'm
can.
as I'm scooting.
Give me a stealth check.
Jay, are you familiar with the term hubris? I'm
Yeah,
just
I know.
curious,
I was
like,
I'm like, oh god.
apropos of nothing. I'm just
It's gonna
curious.
get wild.
Swear to God, this turtle has some like dangerous magics with him.
Stealth, is that what you said?
Yeah,
19.
19. Okay. Still doesn't notice you. Are you leaving the space and then mage handing on your way out?
As I'm going, I'm gonna cast Mage Hand and then start making my way
And
out.
what is the hand going to try to grab?
The
And what's the weight limit for the hand?
I was gonna go with the bag because it's smaller. I think it's like 5 pounds, isn't it, or something?
Yeah,
I
I'm
think
pretty
so.
sure it is.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll go with the bag,
Okay. You grab the bag.
and I'm gonna start making my way. Making my way downtown.
Give me a sleight of hand
10
for
pounds.
the
10 pounds.
mage hand.
Sleight of hand. 28.
28. Yeah, easy enough. You got the bag and you got the chest.
Rob this turtle blind.
Is there anything else that you'd like? And all right, stop it, Weasel.
I'm good. Is everybody else good?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if I didn't already say it, I handed the contingency scroll to Kewen.
Sure. So the way that spell scrolls work is you have to succeed in a DC and cast the spell. If you succeed in that DC, you also learn it as a spell in your spell list of spells you can learn. You don't automatically can do it all the time. It just added to your spell list, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Okay.
As I approach the counter, I'm gonna cast invisibility, and then just keep walking out, not say anything to anyone.
Okay.
Krista is gonna see him slip out, and her and Finnegan are gonna creep on out as well.
I'm invisible.
Oh, you're invisible? Never mind.
Yeah. All right. Well, lovely to meet you, sir. It was.
You as well. It was wonderful having some new people in here.
Yes. Well, we'll see you when we get back to swap the rings again, I suppose. Have a good one. Goodbye. And I'm gonna leave.
Goodbye. Wonderful.
I'm gonna.
Jasper, did you say you turned invisible before you left?
Yep.
Awesome. Okay.
But I am gonna have when I get outside, I'll get Rabbit to like pat Nariel on the head and then jump down and then tug on Felix, and then he'll lead him out the door to where I am.
Okay. All right, you guys leave the store.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna pass out the healing potions. I think I only got 5 of them, so I want to keep one. But who else would like one? Healing potions.
I still have mine from before.
Okay. So I'll give the rest to everybody else.
So all of you, when you guys just add an item, like a custom item, if you know how to do that, or make your notes. It's just one turtle potion, healing potion.
Yeah, I have
I did
two.
Noriel's
I already have 2 greater healing potions and 1 regular healing potion. So
Then I'll take
Oh.
hers instead, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. So whoever gets the 5, and just let me know that later.
All right.
Okay. So you guys are out of the store, back into like the trade district square.
How much time has passed? Like, how long did that take us?
6 hours.
Yeah.
About an hour or so.
It's the next
Okay.
day.
Yeah.
Okay.
What year is it? Oh, we're not late. Sorry.
All right. Hey, where'd Jasper go?
I'm still here.
Ah! Okay. God, everyone's so sneaky and so tiny.
Speak for yourself.
I'm not sneaky or tiny.
That's true. That's true. Though you are smaller than me. I guess I'm not as big as Viago though, right? No, I'm 7.5.
No, yeah, he's got you by a foot.
Yeah. That's all right.
Can we walk and talk?
Yeah. Sounds like a good idea.
What were you doing over there?
Yeah. Are you clinking suspiciously?
Cards are awfully
Clink,
full.
clink, clink,
Yeah.
clink.
You just can't ask a man that.
I
At least
do
I
have
am.
I do have a bag of holding if you ever need me to hold some
Same.
of your misbegotten
You
things.
don't know I have anything yet.
That's true.
I'm
That's
still
true.
invisible.
I
Well-
know, right.
There is a floating bag somewhere.
Yeah. Or just what are you?
Where did the mage hand take the bag?
Oh, I would have grabbed it.
Okay,
I would have brought it to me. It was just like, I'm leaving, grab that too.
got it. Wonderful.
One of those.
Would Krista know that he went to try and find the gold potion?
Probably not.
Didn't say anything. He's just surprised. All right. Where he has big dazzle energy. Where to next? Are we going back to the tavern? Or are we going? You said you wanted to go possibly to the library, Felix.
Yes, this is a good idea. Maybe do the research and find out everything we can find out about the
That was the
reward.
library, by the way.
The
Oh.
library. What?
The arcane shop was the library. That's what she told you before.
No. It's keepers and big
Oh, that
library.
library.
Yes.
With a
it.
capital L.
Yes, library with all caps.
Got it.
Library.
Asterisks.
Yeah.
And tarot bang.
Terrifying.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what he means because you had said that before, right? That Raven's Crest. Now I want to make sure I'm not mixing character and player knowledge. Like
Sure.
I know they keep talking about Raven's Crest,
Mhm.
but they also said library, right?
Yes. So
'Cause I
you,
know
you
that's
guys
what
have
it is, but
like Felix would know a little bit. Like the library is a different organization than Raven's Crest, but they're
right.
somewhat tied together.
Yeah, and so I think in Felix's mind that the keepers, they keep a library here for some reason that Ravenscrest cares about or whatever. And if we're going to find out information that's hard to know,
Yeah.
we might as well capitalize on that while we're here.
Sure.
Library.
I really, really, really want to find some live music. I know that might seem a little odd, but I don't know what we're going into, and I just need to go dancing. I really have a thing for dancing.
Yeah. Sure.
Aw.
So as you guys walk out into the trade district, you kind of look around, and there's hundreds of people, thousands of people walking around. You do see a lot of the blues and purples, but you see a lot of other people, and the city itself is very beautiful. So a lot of the structures, the architecture, everything is very elegant. Kind of imagine ancient Rome meets Rivendell. Like it's
Writing that down.
It's very, very beautiful. Like the vibrant colors, the draperies, the tapestries, the sconces, everything is gorgeous.
Is it kind of like a where Thor's from?
Yes, Asgard.
Asgard. I don't
Yes,
know why I
it
blanked.
is. It is very similar to Asgard. It is gorgeous, and there's trees everywhere, and everyone is like, even the people that look like they might be from like the rougher part of town or whatever, they still look very prim and proper and elegant in that sense. And you guys haven't totally noticed it yet because you've been a little distracted, but it is a very, very beautiful town, and you do hear lots of music coming from the other side of the other side of this court.
You guys hear that? Guys, my heart is just beckoning. I just feel so vibrant in this city, and we've been cooped up for so long, literally. And know what we're facing, and I have to get out, and I have to go have some fun. Does anybody want to come with? I mean, I'll go alone. I got Finnegan, but you're all invited.
I mean, I have fun every time I'm just with you guys doing whatever, but I think I'd prefer to go and figure out what's happening.
Even I will go and do research. You should go and have fun.
I'm not really in the mood for fun, honestly.
This is the reason why you have fun.
That's
I see your
exactly why you should have some fun.
Yes, I see the shoulders that are hunching down like need chiropractor, or at least some happiness in life, because thinking about mother and horses and brother who's idiot, it could be good. Just saying, do as you wish.
I mean, I have fun just hanging out with y'all. I've never danced before, so I don't really want to do that. But just hanging out with all of y'all is just fun.
No. Then you need to go.
Okay.
Oh, we don't dance at my village.
Say what you just said, but slower. You have never danced before.
Because we don't dance in my village.
We are not in your village.
I don't want to dance. I'm happy to listen to music, but I don't want to dance.
You don't know if you want to dance.
I'm looking at Crystal like,
I do know I don't want to dance.
I also am not much of a
Happy
dancer.
to listen to the music though.
Exactly. You can stand next to me. We'll stand and appreciate everything around, but not really knees up.
Right.
At this point, Krista also like reaches in her and she pulls out her flute, which hopefully, depending on if you make me roll, she's pretty good at. And starts playing and like, come on, you guys, and T-Win, just don't think about it. And
I have to think about my brother though.
I meant no, don't think about dancing. I know you want to think about your
No,
brother.
I'm not going to dance. I'll listen to music, but I'm not going to dance.
Okay. And I just like Krista starts like kind of leading the whoever wants to follow, playing her flute with Finnegan towards that like loud, rambunctious beckoning
So
from the other
Krista
side
leads
of
the way, playing her flute. You all start to follow her, contemplating next steps, and then we're gonna take a break. So we'll be back in about 10 minutes, and exclamation point critical. We'll call a winner after the break. See you guys soon. And welcome back to the Razzle and Dazzle. Congratulations, Zipline Pete. Zipline Pete, you won the the dice giveaway. Exclamation point critical. Enter in your chance to win another set of dice. We will call the winner of that towards the end of the stream. I did remember what the announcement was, and I was going to say it during Legends this week, but I forgot that we didn't have it. But there is no table talk this week. I was taking the week off of table talk to do some self-care, and now because I have a hole in my back. On that
Which
note,
is, I think, part of the self-care.
it is a big part of the self-care.
Literally self-care.
I watched the entire first season of Titans today, so that was fun.
While laying on your stomach.
Good show. Side, lay on my side.
On your side.
Okay, so we're coming back.
We're back.
You guys are on your way to the little festivities.
She's playing her flute. Chris is just like, she's flying, but she's still like clicking her heels, kind of like, mid-flight, just. And Finnegan is like flying alongside her, doing a couple spins here and there. They're just chasing after some fun and festivities before the terror board.
Sick.
Yeah. You know what?
Which, just for the record, because you guys aren't going to the Terror Ward for a while.
Yeah.
Just that was already talked about in the last session. Just so everyone's clear.
Yeah, I think it looms large in our minds, though.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. There's something coming for us.
Sure.
Like, we all know we're going to die, but now we have a place.
Type thing,
It's fine. I'm not taking your happy place away from you. I'm just making sure that we're order of operations was.
Yeah.
Got it.
I'm just offering you a custom-made terrible place first. Yeah, you know what? I think I'll go to the dance too. Like seeing her just be happiness embodied, and delight, and also too, I think you said, Solo, we know that we would have to have a chaperone to go into capital L library.
You need an escort, to escort you guys to the library, and they would have to sit there while you guys were fiddling.
Perusing,
yes. Okay, so maybe we all go and dance. It is looking like fun. This is good. This is good for the whole team, and for the what is word? The morality? No, morale. Morale is word.
Yeah, morality is not really our thing.
Yes, I'm noticing.
Well, I think this is where the full awkward tall folks are gonna watch the little people run around and dance.
Sure, that sounds like a plan.
Viago, do you dance?
No.
Okay. I take that as a challenge.
Some people step on people's feet. I step on people.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She backs way up.
Just stay off the dance floor.
Flies way off.
I'm gonna make sure that no one bothers y'all while you're dancing about.
Viago, I can help with this. I can make it so you can dance and not step on people, make them go smush into small paste that goes later into scone.
Maybe next time.
We do not know if there is next time. There is only today. Tomorrow is fickle promise.
Yeah, but if you look forward to the next time, then there's always a next time.
Is this a promise? Is this a promise?
Yes. If we come back from the Terror Ward and we aren't dead.
No. You said next time. This is not. No. Next time?
Next time.
Words are powerful. I did catch
we'll have
that.
a conversation.
I did catch that.
Is this euphemism for fight?
He's trying to sidestep you.
Yeah.
Which is dance move. Aha!
He's totally dancing.
He's already
social
dancing.
dancing.
He's dancing
now,
around
now
the
he's
point.
deflecting. Jasper, what's in your hat? Your hat looks very big.
You can't see me.
Yes, I can.
Oh, right.
Oh.
Does he have true sight or something? No.
No, he has true sight.
He got true sight.
Thank you,
He
Viago.
sees it all.
What do you mean what's in his hat? Jasper, what's in your hat?
I don't see anything in his hat. It just looked like his hat was big, and I was just giving him. I'm
hat's
gonna go
always
over,
big.
and he just walks away.
Oh.
Oh, you got tattled on. Come on, show us what's in your hat.
Why you did?
Even if I took it off, you couldn't see it.
Oh, true.
Why are you invisible right now, anyways?
Performance anxiety. He's embarrassed.
Yeah.
Well, he went invisible before I mentioned dancing, so I don't believe that.
He has very high passive perception.
He knew what you were gonna say. He perceived the look on your face.
Okay, so Krista, you'll be teaching everyone dance moves, yes?
Oh yeah, sure.
Okay. I know electric slide and foxtrot.
I don't know those.
Never mind.
So we
Rabbit
just,
knows the cha-cha.
He learned them in Iceland.
ooh, the cha-cha. I like the way that sounds. The cha-cha. That
All,
sounds-
all you have to do is just stomp your feet, kick a couple times, and turn around. You'll find.
Can you
No,
show us
that's
the
fighting.
Exactly. It's just.
Sure.
It's all fighting is. It's just a dance.
Diego, I do not understand. Perhaps you can show us?
I have a bad hip. Kiwin said she needed my help. And he starts deflecting.
And running away.
Whisper, what's wrong with your hair?
He keeps deflecting and then coming right back.
Yeah, right.
There's nowhere else for me to go. I'm supposed to protect you all. Damn it.
No, I think he secretly wants to be a part of it.
Yeah.
Also, Whisper, there's nothing wrong with your hair. You look lovely, darling.
Oh, thank you.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
No one says anything about my Whisper.
Diego,
Have we hit the festivities yet?
Yeah, like what
Okay.
Yeah, Piago's
Where
sitting
are
on a
we?
barrel drinking ale.
Oh, there's ale. I'm gonna go get an ale.
And funnel
it comes in
cake.
pints.
Comes in pints. Comes in gallons.
Cree, I have some funnel cake for you.
Mmm. Did you save it? Sorry, now I got your accent. Did you save it?
No, they have it right here.
God, I love this realm. I'm gonna go get some funnel cake.
She's gonna go back to the air ward, and she can't do any air stuff there. She'll be just too heavy.
I know. I'm just
Heavy
gonna
flap.
be super full of.
You turn into like a
My
chicken.
wings are useless.
Yeah. Hollow bones, full belly.
Yeah, my bones are now full of funnel cake. Just cholesterol.
Which is the
and
safest
funnel
place
cake.
to keep it, yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, between funnel cake and scones, this party is just so extra.
We're
We're
gluttons.
carbo loading. We're carbo
I don't
loading.
know why the scones thing has become a thing, but I love
It's,
it.
You
it's
guys are
best
the
not to
funnel
question
scones,
it.
and that's just what it is.
The funnel
funnel
scones. Aww.
The Griffin funnel scones. No.
Griffin
we
scone.
just leave a trail of powdered sugar wherever we go.
Me too. That's
It's
gonna
like
be
Hansel and Gretel.
that's gonna be unhelpful. The Terror Ward. All the eyeless horses are gonna be
I was
like.
gonna say powdered griffin, but then that sounds illegal.
powder-
Yeah, I think it's an illegal drug in some of the northern
Exactly.
continents. All right. I will dance with Krista if she wants to.
Before she goes dancing, though, but I love that. She sees Cree going off to get ale, and she wants to go over there and go, "Do you have anything stronger, like a whiskey or something?" So she wants to.
Who are you asking?
I figured somebody was there selling the ale.
There's just barrels of ale that people are just going to untap. But
Oh, this
are you
is new.
just asking anybody that's over there?
Does anybody know where any whiskey is?
I'm not sure what's a whiskey.
You guys don't know what whiskey is? Okay.
This is the Terror Ward.
We've always been inside the Terror Ward. This
So-
is the bad place.
So, oh gosh. So like, is this legit? Like, whiskey doesn't exist, or is there an equivalent in this
There's
fantasy
usually
realm?
an equivalent. Like
Liquor.
I've tried everything would be something different, like ale being the like there's no beer but there's ale sort of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean you can find the equivalent.
Yeah, I think like she's looking for like,
Spirit.
yes.
yeah, like a spirit, like dwarven like armor cleaner is kind of the vibe. I think. That's
Yeah.
more like tequila, I
Better.
guess.
Yeah, that's
Stronger
probably
the better.
tequila. That'll shine your armor.
Can I cast locate object for alcohol?
For dwarf tequila.
Spirit.
Oh,
Can I roll for
yeah,
dwarf
yeah,
tequila?
yeah. We have something like that. It's over there. And he points to another container, and this one has it's more square-like, box-like, and there is a giant like silver tap coming off of it. It's laced with wood, but there are metal brackets kind of holding it in place.
Strong stuff.
Strong stuff.
Krista reaches into her bag and pulls out like a really pretty, ornate, delicate little like teacup looking thing and takes her fill. But she waits in case somebody's gonna drink with her. She wants some cheers.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah, I was gonna say like I'll cheers with you
Okay.
with my gigantic thing.
You guys are drinking some of that dwarven fire water. Got it?
Dwarven fire water. Do I need to write that down?
I mean, that's off the
You
cuff.
should.
I haven't named my alcohol yet, so yeah,
nope,
that's fine.
nope, that's canon.
This is important. This is important details I need.
Hey, if anyone took a potion last fight, you have empty bottles. Just saying.
Ah, that's right.
Man, no one's charging. They're just open taps.
Love it.
Great. Yeah. So I'll chin with her.
Great.
Wonderful. Whisper, are you gonna go dance with them?
I've never danced before, but I'm willing to try.
Well, you should do it. It takes the heat off of me a little bit.
Okay, I'll do it for you, Viago.
Wonderful.
Are there other people dancing, or is
Oh, yeah,
it
there's
just
like the whole town's not the whole town, but there's like a lot of people hanging out and dancing. It's
Okay.
afternoon at the moment.
Whisper's gonna use disguise self and he's still gonna look like himself, but he's just gonna change his outfit to look like the elegant people that look fancy in the
Nice. Very nice.
And like I have this like mental image of us like doing that like circle dance thing where like everyone's holding hands and like prancing kind of thing. Is that
Square dancing?
accurate?
at different levels.
Yes.
I know.
Oh yeah, I mean each song's different. It's very typical of square dancing or line dancing, and then you
Yeah.
also have like the prim and proper like medieval hand.
Yeah.
Right,
Go
like-
in and then go out and then go in.
He's down.
Oh no!
We've got to pipe her down.
But you know
no.
when they put the
Make a
forearms
saving
together
throw.
and they spin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Too
like
hard.
in Knight's Tale. Yeah.
We needed contingency for the DM the whole time.
Oh, poor thing.
You okay?
Because what I did was I took my arms and I came closer together, which then opens the.
Yeah. If you need to tag me in, so I can. The story
Yeah.
will not be
no,
the
you're
same.
Just
but
go role play, guys. I'm good.
yeah, he's gonna lay down for a bit. Yeah. And when I said like the circle dance, I meant just me, Krista, and Whisper.
Yeah, you guys can
The whole-
that's fine.
Very
I
small.
thought Cree. Isn't Cree dancing? Or no?
Oh
Cree does not dance.
no!
She has
No.
claws on her feet, Krista.
Yeah.
And
And they're both left, unfortunately. You know, I have two left
can't
claws.
even tell.
Terrible thing that happened.
well, then we just turn in the clockwise direction. It'd be okay.
And she's just gonna drink her ale.
Keelan, what are you doing during all this?
Sitting next to Cree and Viago.
Wonderful. So,
Yeah, really.
the rest of you guys are dancing.
Where's
What's
Jasper?
Yeah, what's Jasper doing?
What is Jasper?
You don't know.
Yeah, I know. He's
So-
invisible.
You guys are starting to dance. You two are with Viago, kind of just hanging out and eating and drinking. Jasper, what are you doing?
I'm hanging out right behind Felix, like walking around in the circle as they're dancing around.
Okay.
And I am just going. Well, is there like a some kind of booth or a table or something
Yeah.
that's around?
There's plenty of like picnic style tables. There's
Okay,
a lot
so
of
maybe-
people, but there's a lot of empty space.
So maybe like a table that's directly next to where the big uns are.
Yeah. That's fine.
And I'll just let Felix know when you're done with this dance, come and take a look at some things.
Okay.
And then I will walk off to the table.
Okay. So you're at the table?
Yep.
Okay. Those of you
And
who are
I'll-
dancing, please give me a performance check.
What colored dice should I use for?
Oh, is Elscon involved in the dance?
No, he's hanging out with Keenan right now.
21.
Hey.
Oh, well, I don't know how to dance, so I got a 7.
7.
Ooh.
17.
Whisper is like an adult dancing in a junior high dance.
Ooh.
Using old
Except
moves that don't
worse.
work. It's very awkward. You know,
Yeah.
the sprinkler, all the things.
Cute.
The worm,
The reverse
robot.
I used to be able to do the worm.
The cabbage
um,
patch.
So, and Elscon is near Cree and Kiwin. I thought we were going to the library.
I thought so too. But they wanted to dance, so we're gonna hang out while they dance for a while.
Is that what they're doing? Is dancing?
That's what they say. I mean,
It looks like
personally,
they're
I
jumping
don't.
on ants.
Are they jumping on ants, Elscon?
That's what it looks like. They're dancing around like those ants in their pants.
Ants in your pants.
Well, I mean, that's just rude.
Yeah, that's rude.
You okay, Elscon?
Nariel?
Dario, so nice
Are you
to see you
back?
again. I'm surprised you made it here before the end of the week.
Well, I'm just gonna keep eating, and when we're ready to go to the library, just let me know.
All right.
All right. Yeah, I kind of want to see what Jay finds, and then I'll come over and see
Sure.
what Jasper's up to.
You want to see what who finds?
Well, I'm assuming, Jay, that Jasper is like perusing his ill-gotten gains. Is that what's happening?
He is sat on the seat, and he popped back into existence, like on the seat,
I think he's
so
just
that no one
waiting
else
for
took
you.
the table. So no
Okay.
one sat on me. So like, I dropped invisibility, and I'm there, just kind of like hat off, and just arms around it.
Okay. Yeah. So after a few minutes, I'll go over and check out what
Sure.
Jasper's doing.
Sure. So Kree, Kiwin, Viago, and Elscon are kind of hanging out. Krista and Whisper keep spinning and dancing, and it's very fun. So you're watching they're holding hands, and people keep coming up and like jumping in and grabbing hands, and so the circle is getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and then eventually it breaks off, and Krista and Whisper are kind of leading the train of like
Gives me
sidestepping.
anxiety.
And every so often, Krista will use Druidcraft to like do a little like bouquet of flowers that like erupt, and like everybody goes, "Hey!" and then they keep going.
So they're having fun. There's women and children and other people all kind of in the mix, and everyone's having a great old time. And Felix, you go over to the table where Jasper is sitting.
Okay, so did not see everything you did, but no, you got up to something kind of sus. So, what did you do?
Yeah, well, you know that thing where sometimes where I go in places and then things just fall in my hat?
Yes, every single time. Yes.
Well, and I'll turn it upside down and just on the table. Scones, a chest, a bag,
So the chest, a bag, 2 silver bottles, and a
potions,
bronze
and
bottle.
one
Yeah.
bronze. Yeah.
It happened again.
Wow. Okay. You should see a doctor or something. I don't know. Okay. So what now? Do we need to identify? Are you going to sit here and like put your hand inside everything and drink things? What's his plan?
Well, I figured you might be able to take a look at it, and you're pretty good with seeing what the things are that fall into my hat.
Yes. Okay. What are 2 most important things you have?
Probably this bag, and I don't know, is the chest seemed to glow a little bit. I don't know if it's magical. I can always try and
Yeah,
open it
the
myself.
cylinder in the chest had a glow coming from it. Not the actual container was glowing, but there was something glowing
Okay.
from it.
Oh, inside it.
Yeah, there was
Okay.
no glowing in the bag, though.
Okay. Okay, I can cast Identify, but you said the chest. It is not the chest, but the thing inside the chest.
Yeah.
Okay, so you.
Well, do you want me to open it?
No, I want you to make sure it is safe to open, and then then open, and then I cast Identify.
Well,
Such a
first off,
DM.
I
Love it.
will. Yeah, I will check for traps.
Got it. Investigation check.
Felix remembers first edition. He is paranoid.
19 plus
It is not trapped.
plus 9, 28.
It's not trapped. Or locked.
Okay, it's not locked either. I will mage hand flip it open across the table.
Sitting inside of this container is a like kind of elongated how do I describe it?
An old staff.
No, like an old whiskey bottle where it's kind of almost like a rectangle and it's kind of flattish, and then there's like a little bottle lid on the top of it. You ever seen those like square bottles?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
that's
like,
what it looks
Like a decanter.
decanter.
Kind of, yeah. So
But without all the crystal cuts.
but it's square, so at each corner there's little gold inlays kind of holding it.
Fancy bottle.
And the liquid inside does give off a gold.
Oh, gold.
Good on ya, Jasper.
Gold.
Good on ya.
Okay, so I will cast Identify on this, and then while I do this, you check back. Done?
Okay.
Okay. So
I will check the bag for traps.
Yeah, and I'll be using
Investigation.
a spell slot for this, Chris, so that's not like
Identify.
11
How many
minutes.
things can you identify?
Potentially 4. I'm choosing to identify 2. Well, actually, I could potentially identify a lot of things, but I'm choosing to use a spell slot. Takes 1 minute. I'll do up to 2 things.
So what are the 2 things?
The bag and the chest. So now that the chest is open, I'm going to identify the decanter.
Got it.
And while I'm casting that minute-long spell, he can check the
That's what
bag,
I'm-
and then I can switch over to that.
What was the check?
19.
19.
For bag traps.
Not trapped. Just
Okay.
It's a regular bag.
Okay, so I will put it on the table and mage hand just like stick the fingers in and then open it.
Stick the mage hand in and open it.
Yep.
Okay.
I imagine it's like a cinched like pouch.
Yes,
like
it
a
is
dice
a
bag.
cinch pouch. Yes.
Yeah, so like stick it in and then
Okay.
to open it.
It opens up.
Okay.
It's dark. You can't see inside.
Okay. I'll put my mage hand inside the bag.
Okay.
Does it feel? I don't know. Can I feel things with mage
I
hand?
knew it. I knew it.
Yeah, you feel a card.
Oh no.
Okay, it pulls it out. I don't have glasses on, but that doesn't look good.
The sage.
I mean, it looks good, but it doesn't look good.
You see the truth, and you are granted a +3 to your insight skill.
Ooh.
Additionally, you will always know if a creature is lying unless they can prevent this through magical means.
That's a very good card.
It is useful. Is the +3 like permanent?
Permanent.
Wow.
Get that
Holy
inside,
crap.
son.
Gosh darn.
And you always
that's-
know if
that's
someone's
a-
lying.
That's a
Wow.
+9 now, and it's reliable talent, so that's always at least a 19.
Dang.
Amazing.
Okay.
Jasper,
Okay.
knower of the truth.
Jasmine's
You are
eyes
a-
just get wide, like pupils, like dinner plates.
And
I
I
see
think
everything.
Felix's eyes get pretty wide too, about the same time. So you pull the card, and instantly you kind of feel this flow of energy, and you feel kind of enlightened a little bit. And in that same moment, the card disappears. Everything kind of goes calm for a second. And Felix, you have identified the potion, and it is a potion. Making sure I'm saying the right one. It is a potion of Cloud Giant strength, which makes your strength 27.
Oh my god.
I know who I'll be giving this to.
I
It
could
will be-
throw Viago
Holy.
at things.
This is true. Also, would be hilarious to give to Krista. Because she be more like Ant-Man and like throwing the people.
Throwing the everything.
That would be fun.
And
Or
you
gift-
do
or
get a
gift to
ping
Mr.
on the bag as well. And the second that
Okay.
you get the ping, you get that like numbing, tingling sensation in your head, as if you just drank an entire slushy at one gulp. And you've only heard inklings of this bag. Kavak's bag of fate. Kavak,
Yeah.
the god of trickery, has placed this bag in the world to just cause havoc.
Right. Like, and is that inkling like, oh, this is how like the gods say do not touch? Like, is
This is how dynasties have been destroyed. So
It's in safe hands.
this is not true. No. Okay, so two things, Jasper. One, this potion makes you really strong. It's very good. Two, that bag, and I'm gonna grab him by like the collar and pull him really close. Never touch the bag again. Do you understand me?
Pupils are still like.
Yeah. Please roll
I know
inside
you're
on me.
not lying.
No. Jasper, have concern. You heard me say do not touch bag in long time. Not what I say. Never touch bag again.
Hey Jasper, can you make an intelligence saving throw?
Crap.
Okay. I have advantage on this.
Mm-hmm.
You better.
And yeah, I'll put my luck in there.
I got you too, man. Go ahead and
So I got what?
go ahead and take a D4 too, I think, from me. I'm double checking I got that right.
D4.
Yeah, extra D4 from my book.
28.
Succeeds. You when Felix starts talking about the bag, you feel compelled to pull a card. And as he's talking, you're like, no, of course not. Your mage hand starts going towards the card, and you like snap out of it and the hand stops.
Oh, that was weird. Well,
Yes.
kind of weird. I'm kind of impulsive as it is.
Yes. So this is why compulsive impulsion is very weird. This is how these words work together. So you Jasper, give back to someone else. You give back to Elscon for all I care.
I give
Lit-
back to Rabbit.
Literally any other sentient, I love Rabbit, not sentient, person on team other than you. Please.
Okay.
Jasper, have you ever heard of Kingdom of Endless Rope?
Kingdom of Endless Rope.
Exactly. They used to be, now they are not being, and this is why.
Oh,
Wait, is he lying? I'd know.
He's telling the truth.
Okay.
He's just dead-eyed you like I love you, brother, but no.
okay. Okay.
I'll give it to you.
I'll put it in a bag of holding so it's not on this, technically the same plane as me.
So you put a little mini bag of holding in a bag of holding. Fun. No. So as he hands you the bag, you're like, okay,
You know what?
cool.
No, you know what, Chris? Still better outcome. I'm fine
Maybe.
with that.
Maybe. So, Jasper, you hand him the bag, and he grabs his bag, and he goes to put it into the bag of holding, and all of a sudden it vanishes, and it's now on your belt, Jasper.
Trickster God.
Look, I didn't do that, and I know that I'm not lying.
Does that work that way? Okay. All right.
If he believes it, sure.
Yes. Truth and facts are different things. Okay. Okay. Jasper, do you owe money to people or have things you've been dying to tell people? Just saying maybe do sooner rather than later. Just don't use bag, okay?
Wait, if I owe people money, I should use the bag?
No, just do not use bag until we are in Tower Ward, okay?
Oh, okay.
Deal?
Yeah, deal.
Already. All right, and I'm just gonna watch Jasper for a while.
Yeah. Okay. What is Kree, Kiwin? What are you guys doing?
Oh, I was
Hanging
just
out.
just chilling, watching the dancing, doing the like tapping my toe, but that is as far as we go.
Okay.
It's offbeat. It's offbeat.
Of course.
Adorable.
So
So the 1 and the 3 is supposed to be on the 2 and the
Adorable.
4.
Yeah, it's on 1 and 3. Sometimes 1.5, 3 1/4.
for the next few hours, you guys are hanging out, identifying things, dancing, eating, drinking, enjoying each other's company, and the sun is starting to go down, and people are starting to wind down. There's still a musician playing, but it's more slow and it's more kind of chill stuff. But people are starting to carry some of the items back into the tavern or back to their homes, and the day is slowly ending.
Right.
Yeah, I'll go up to the ones who are toe tapping and just like, okay, we are having fun and avoiding existential crisis. Maybe now is time to go research library.
Sure.
To the library! Krista slurs out as she comes flying over after dancing for hours.
Sideways.
Yeah,
Yeah. No.
listing.
Yeah. Kree will try to catch her and kind of like carry her back
I
home.
love it. I love it.
You're 2 feet tall. You look that big.
You're the designated flyer.
100% I am.
Yes!
Amazing.
Gold.
Yeah, so I think now we want to do our research before
Okay.
the hallways get dangerous again.
So you get back to the keep, and Fleck is there waiting for you. Are you ready to come back in? I'm gonna go talk to the keeper.
How was your day?
I mean, it was all right.
What'd you do?
Nothing.
Sometimes that's good.
Yeah.
Good.
Get some
mental health
relaxing.
day.
A little bit of self-care.
Sure. Yeah.
Lovely mask.
All right. Where are we going?
Is he lying? Did he really do something?
No, he didn't do anything.
This is just everything.
I regret nothing.
I'm here for it.
I love that I have the actual deck here to pull from now instead of.
I know, and they look so
Rad.
good.
That's
It's-
rad.
It's all the more deeply terrifying to watch you shuffle something that might end us. I don't know why. Like,
As a DM, I'm
physical
like, oh
thing.
god, I'm gonna pull one of the nasty ones out. I don't think I don't want to. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And it's not a D20 roll, and I can't affect it at all. He just got that. Okay, cool. And we are being and wanting to look at the library archives and do research for Terror Ward.
Fine.
Good.
And he
Okay,
walks over.
This was easy.
You guys walk down a couple different hallways, and you walk into a very, very large room. And there are some books and shelves on either side, and there's like a little desk in the middle, and then there's like a breezeway, and you can see a vast library, shelves for days, floors, balconies, just huge library. But there's like a little rope that kind of blocks the breezeway, and there's a human-looking person, male, standing at the front desk. Yes, how can I help you?
Hi.
Well, hello.
How are you today?
Terrible. How are you?
Why are you terrible?
Because I'm stuck in this library all the time.
Then leave.
If it was only that easy.
I mean, it is. You just walk out that way where we came from.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So,
Are you stuck here?
What?
I can talk. I'll talk to the keeper. What's your name?
Peeves.
Can you repeat that?
My name is Peeves.
Peeves?
Yeah, it's like Jeeves, but with a P.
Like pet peeve.
Yes.
He's always peeved.
I mean, I don't really like the name, but yeah, I'll mention you to the keeper. Let him know that you'd like a little trip outside every now and then.
You don't like my name? That's offensive.
Sorry.
Anyway.
We're here to do research.
There it is.
On what?
The Terror Ward.
Over there.
The music got scary.
He's no longer friendly. There's a bookshelf right there. You'll see it.
Whisper heads in that direction.
As you
Is this
head,
music? Is this music just because you said you didn't like his name?
His music is soothing.
So you watch as he says it. You watch as like kind of this. How do I describe it? Kind of like in the library, you would pull like a shelf, and you would pull out, and there'd be all these books or folders in the library, but like these are books. So like you watch as a giant shelf kind of gets pulled out of the wall, and there's tons of books.
Right.
Felix. Look at all these books.
Yes, this is very exciting. Do you want me to do the research, or everyone grab a book and do the best? Or
To be fair, I've never actually read a book.
no, you can read, yes.
I mean, yeah, I can get by, but I'm not much of a reader. Elscon's the reader. See, he's got his glasses and stuff. I like to listen to the stories. My mom, my pa used to like read books to me, and my mama, she used to do all the like sort of village research and things. But
Okay.
Sure, I'll read for you.
It's wow. I'm super impressed. It looks really cool.
It's a spell book.
Is anyone else in team being good at the reading?
Whisper's like piling books into his hand this whole time.
Okay, that is good. Okay, so here is plan. Krista, Kree, get book we need from top shelves. Jasper, can you like search around for books that help with dimensional travel, Tower Ward, creepy horses, and Elscon, and then everyone bring books to me, Elscon, a Whisper, and we will do the research.
Investigation checks. Anyone who's looking for a book.
Okay, perfect. Krista was gonna ask Peeves for like where to go for a certain book, or should she just do an investigation check?
Like the card catalog.
Exactly, like he's the human card catalog.
19.
Do you have any books on mind attacks?
You have to be more specific.
Somebody attacks you and makes you think something that is there but isn't really there. Like maybe you see bunny rabbits when they're not really there and they've got red eyes and fangs. That kind of thing.
Are you looking for spells, defenses against spells, or defenses against regional complications?
Let's do both.
Follow me. Perception check. What was
I got
everyone
a
else's investigation?
22 for investigation.
Okay.
19.
15,
11.
19, 11. Okay.
He's not good at books.
You find
Ew.
3 books on the tarot ward. Krista, what was your perception check?
24.
24. This center table, fuck you. The center table is like a horseshoe.
Okay.
And it's about 5 feet off the ground. He doesn't walk out of the horseshoe. You watch him just go right through the horseshoe as if he was not a physical thing. And he takes you to the other side of the space where there's a bookshelf. Yeah. And as he does his hand, you watch as one of the shelves come up and like 2 books kind of poke out. Everything that you'll need is there.
Okay.
But you have to read them over on this side. You are not allowed to take the books out of the specific areas that they are in.
Okay.
There's proximity magic. If you leave, the book goes back.
About proximity magic, what was that you just did?
Which was what?
There was no proximity issue for you. You went right through that whole table.
Yes?
Are you alive?
That's very offensive. And no. And he turns and walks away.
And no.
Books.
And also no.
She just goes and starts reading like
Okay.
meekly.
I also want to look for books to do with interplanar transportation
Sure.
or teleportation.
Are you
anything
trying to
like
do that on your own, or are you asking him?
I will go and ask him. Like if that wasn't the area to find it, then I would go and ask him.
Okay. With the investigation checks that you all have deciphered, when you went to
I
the
rolled a 2. I think I just got a random book and thought it was cool looking and started.
well,
flipping through
that
it.
helps with this next bit. So when you look at the shelf that comes out, those 3 books are the only ones. Remember that movie with everything was black and white, and then what's his nuts had color?
Pleasantville?
Nuts?
Yes,
Okay.
Pleasantville.
Oh.
So essentially, those 3 books were in color. Everything else was just kind of black and white. And you open up the book, there's no title, there's no words or text. They all look like empty books.
Okay.
Back so soon.
Yeah, well, thank you for pointing us in the right direction for the Tarot Ward books, but I was kind of looking for something if you had it, for interplanar travel.
Yes, it's next to your winged friend over that way.
Which one?
The little one.
Oh, got it. Thank you so much.
I forgot those 2 of you. That's a DM
I'll
forget.
peek around a huge, peek over a bookcase. Just kidding. They're not. They're very big.
Yep. So I'll go and
So, as you guys, how long are you spending to read books?
I would think until it's no longer safe to be in here and we should be back in our rooms.
Are we investigating in the books? Because it might be worthwhile having me read a couple. Just saying.
It's up to you guys. So, it's roughly 6 o'clock. Evening curfew is around 8 or 9. Like, you were supposed to meet Flint around that time.
Yeah, I think we this is like kind of our last act here. We
Got
kind
it.
of know that. So
Got it.
it's kind of the vibe, unless team
Yep.
there's anything else.
So, give me intelligence checks for whoever's reading the books. And if it's like Jason, you have 3 books. Are you trying to read all 3 of them, or is each of you taking...
No. Like I think we were just trying to get them all in one place, and then I was like, the people in my mind, it was like Elscon, Whisper, and Felix to like read the books. Everyone else is like helping collect the information.
Okay.
Kind of the idea.
Got it. So then Whisper, Felix, and Kiwin just roll a straight d20 for... Why are they so dirty?
I rolled a nat 20 for Elscon.
He finishes his book.
17.
17, okay.
Did I find into...
Yes, he points
I know.
out one book pops out for the enter. planar travel?
Dirty 20 for Felix.
Dirty 20.
I've used up all
And
my
Whisper, what did you get?
bonuses.
So actually, I can use inspo with that as well.
Okay. And what were some of the things you were looking for, Felix, just to kind of narrow this down?
Basically, we're looking. For me, I'm like, I want to know the history of the Terror Ward, and then I'm also looking for lore of people who have triumphed over or in the Terror Ward. Like, there's always those legends, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Like, how did he kill the Green Dragon? How did he, defeat the Hag? That kind of thing.
Legends.
It's 22.
22. So, lore about it, legends about it, and travel about it. Were those the three?
I think Whisper. What were you looking for? Anything in particular?
Pretty much the same thing, but Whisper being able to read anything would just like point out anything that might seem odd in the process.
Okay. So, first, and we'll go through these three, and then we'll get to Krista and Jasper in a second. So first, the lore about the Terror Ward. The Terror Ward was a tear from the Shadow Ward. The Shadow Ward is very commonplace, just like the Fey Ward, right? The Fey Ward and the Shadow Ward are essentially mirrors of each other. This is where it is different from Forgotten Realms lore, because the Shadow Fell and the Fey Wild are mirrors of the material plane. That is not the case in Ukodor. They are mirrors of each other, for lots of different lore reasons. So there is a portal in the Shadow Ward that leads to the abyssal, to the abyss. There's also a tear in the Shadow Ward that was kind of torn from it that created the Terror Ward. Things of nightmares, things of the most horrific things that you can imagine. It talks a lot about the 12 circles of hell, and so those of you who have watched older shows of Ukodor, there were 12 betrayer gods. I can list them if you want them for reference, but there are 12 betrayer gods. Their bodies were put into a tomb. If you guys watched Origins of Ukodor, they went through my Tomb of Annihilation module, which went through the 12 different layers of this dungeon. Each layer of that dungeon had a tomb for that betrayer god's physical form. And then their essence, their spiritual essence, their souls, if I may, were trapped in a different circle corresponding of hell. Those of you who have watched Realms of Ukodor Season 1, you can teleport to the 9th circle of hell, bypassing the first 8. But you cannot teleport to the last 3. There's a giant portal, which they went through, and all the armies of the world went through the portal in the 9th, and held their armies at that portal, stopping Riha and her armies from getting out of there. Riha was banished to the 12th circle of hell. So it talks about all of this. It talks a little bit about corruption magic, which I would say, Felix, you don't know too much about. Maybe you've heard rumors of it, and it seems more like folklore than anything that is substantial, right? It's not a taught school of magic and all that. That's kind of the little bit of the history, and then we're kind of seeping into the lore. Then it talks about the awakening, a ritual sacrifice done by a being that went by the name of Voltok. Voltok took 2 dragon hearts, one of Viziana and one of Ubrax, the first 2 creatures ever created in the world of Ukodor. Both were platinum dragons. One killed the other in all the history that you guys know from now and from before. Ubrax, the name has already been flying around a little bit. You guys have heard about Viziana as well. During this ceremony, Voltok, who is my Vecna, attempted to ascend. He was still in his mortal human form, Goliath, but humanoid form. He attempted to use corruption magic along with the power of these 2 Rosari hearts to ascend. but the mere use of corruption magic with pure essence of magic in the planet went terribly wrong, turning both essence, so essentially a Rosari crystal heart, a Rosari heart is what is in the side of every dragon on the planet. So every dragon, whether it's chromatic or metallic, are created with these crystals, these hearts. Most are created by the gods. They were created by the gods to create these things. Now, in the event of a dragon procreating and actually creating another dragon, it actually does the very same thing, where it births a dragon heart, and then the dragon heart is the essence of the soul. So if a dragon dies and the heart is still intact, the soul is encompassed in the heart and technically could be reborn. So by Voltak using this magic, he was doing it in the Shadow Ward. He created a tear in that plane that created the Terror Ward. Ubrax went into the Terror Ward, and Viziana stayed in the Shadow Ward. Both acquiring different traits. Viziana creating the Thorkir, which were known to be creatures of the night, feeding on blood, transforming into large, demonic, bat-like creatures. Ubrax in the Terror Ward, turning into Rekix, having the ability to shape change into a large beast, also a creature of the night. Essentially, it goes on to talk about the Ukodor version of the origin story of werewolves and vampires. Most of their memories are intact from Ubrax and Viziana. Some were lost. The knowledge of their children, for example, was lost. Allegedly, anyway. The knowledge that Ubrax killed Viziana to begin with was still there. Which is why Viziana and her Thurkir are at odds or at war with Ubrax and the Rekix.
Is that who we fought back in town?
You fought her wife.
Ah.
So it continues to talk about the generations of Thukir and Rekix. Essentially, each being, Ubrax and Viziana, created 5 lieutenants, first generations. And that was it. So very typical of other storylines or folklore about generational blood curses and vampires and such. You don't want it to be top heavy. So for simplicity, they both chose 5 creatures to be those lieutenants, and each of those creatures has a bloodline. One of those vampires was Victor. Another, can't remember her name, the one you fought, is a lieutenant.
Celine,
Celestia. And then it goes on to name the others. But on the Rekix side, on the were creature side, the 5 lieutenants, the 5 first generation Rekix, were all different species. Bear, a boar, a tiger, a wolf, and a rat. But the first generation Rekix, after they started their own bloodline, and they had their own tiers after that, maybe 50 years, 100 years later, eventually Ubrax killed all 5 of those first generation creatures. Because he didn't want anyone to challenge his rule. Continues to talk about the tear It continues to talk about traveling there. Plane shifting to the Terror Ward is impossible. Any interdimensional travel to the Terror Ward is impossible. There is one way to get there. Many ways to return if you survive.
Does it say what the one way is?
It does not. It talks about several institutions have dared to venture to the Terror Ward by other means. One institution was successful. Not many people have admitted or confirmed their return from the Terror Ward.
Does it say the institution?
The library.
Is it in all caps?
It is, with the thingies.
The library.
It's bold and italics.
Where you are now.
You are here.
You are here.
I think I'll like elbow Whisper and like just put my fingers like underneath where it says the library and kind of give him like the eyebrow raise.
Whisper is going to use message and whisper to Felix. What do you make of this, Felix?
Is bad portent, but potentially good for us that the only people we know of are these people.
It's a little convenient, yes?
Da, this is also wondering, is kind of organization who knows how to go to such terrible place and also is only one successful in all of history? Is this good place? Are these good people?
Are they the only ones that have gone there and back again that are alive? Did they remove the other people, or is it just that terrible?
No. Is only meaning they are powerful and knowledgeable. This is not a good or bad thing. The only thing we can know for sure is powerful.
It talks about feeding off of our fears. Mental projections of terrible things that feel real.
Yes, it's a terrible place.
Elskan just kind of puts the book down. He says a lot of this stuff out loud as well, and he just kind of sits next to Keywin and gets close, like holding on her arm.
I'll kind of like pull the group in close.
Okay, so cannot get to Terror Ward through normal magics. Is only one way in, many ways out. Bad news, only one organization ever make it in. Bad news, or maybe other good news, that organization is the library.
Well, I thought we knew that. I mean, the keeper said that he would be able to help us get there as long as we did the thing for him.
Yes, but everything has cost, and
Yeah, where you have to do a job for him, right?
yes. No, this is true. Okay. Yes. It's just. It's not happy fun times. This is all. This is all.
Oh, yeah.
Also, sorry.
Go ahead, please.
Also in the category of things that are weird, not necessarily good or bad, Noriel has been to the Terror Ward and back.
He's part of the library, yes?
I didn't know
Probably.
he was like official. I wonder if there was like a, because you said that other people have gone but never made it back, but maybe he's part of a different.
Some people
Well, I
have
think
gone
part of the
and
library?
come back, but you may not have
L-
it documented.
I think
never
Elscon
documented it.
mentioned that no one's
Sorry, there was a lot of it.
admitted. No one's admitted they've come back.
Right.
Yes, and Lord says that only library knows way, and he is part of library. Oh, maybe he is secretly a keeper.
Maybe. It's just kind of funny that he's like part of the library but not in the library, you know?
Maybe that's the public library.
You guys aren't there.
Public branch.
Sorry. Yeah, Jasper and Krista, you guys are still on the other side.
Oh, okay. I figured I would
okay.
have been back by now. But
Yeah.
okay.
Well, as this was happening, before you guys got too deep in the conversation, we'll go back to what books you guys were looking, and then we'll pick back up. So what
Okay.
books were you looking at, Krista, again? Mind spells and things?
Yes, exactly.
Got it.
Like psychic stuff.
Give me, both of you give me intelligence checks. Just to kind of skim read,
Ooh.
find important details.
Intelligence.
Yeah.
Ooh, Krista
22.
is not a bookworm. That was a natural 1 for a total of 1.
You have luck. You have luck.
Yeah,
I'm
you have
inspo.
luck.
I do have luck. Is
It's-
that a D6? What is that again?
A luck is a reroll, and you
reroll,
also got
reroll.
you all got another D6 inspo from chat too.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank
and
you.
she's
I-
not anywhere near me, right, Chris?
No.
Okay.
It's
Okay,
about
so
150 feet away.
I'm
Other
going
other wing.
to re-roll my 4 for another luck. 17. Yeah, let's go with 17.
17. Okay. So you read up about items like the Ring of Mind Shielding does help against spell attacks of Mind Shield, like things that affect your mind that is a spell attack. It does, however, speak that regional specific things are not spells. There are cases about hallucinogenic mushrooms or other airborne things. There are talks about drinks and food. There's lots of ways to ingest something that gives you that. When we're talking about the nightmares or the hallucinogenic visions and things, there's a lot of things that can make you feel like that. But the stuff like mind, the mind shielding thing does work for spells specifically. And Jasper, what was yours?
22.
22. Talked about interplanar travel. If you've been to a plane of existence and you have spells like teleport or plane shift, teleport traditionally in Ukodor, we can have a conversation. You have to go from one teleportation circle to another, and you would have to have been to that teleportation circle or know the geographical code, and you would mimic the runes on the ground, sort of thing.
Runic GPS. Got
Yes. Plane shift, similar thing. If you've been there, you can go to a place that you've been in that plane. Mechanically, if you've not been to a plane that you can plane shift to, you roll a d10, and I have a chart for every location. Meta telling you, 2 of those spots are not good spaces. For example, if you want to plane shift to the Shadow Ward, 1 spot lands you in the Abyss. So you bypass the Shadow Ward altogether as you're falling into the endless thing of darkness, and you fall right into the abyssal, the entrance to the abyssal plane.
Right.
It's a bad day. Another one puts you somewhere else. It's terrible. Air Ward, same thing. For those of you who don't know too much about the Air Ward, if you don't have a special item, or you're not from the Terror Ward, and you're not from the Air Ward, and you're not an Arakokra, if you get caught up in the wind at all, you're done. You will be forever flying in the wind, and no one will ever find you. So there are 2 spots in the Air Ward that you will be just done. So it's risky, but it is doable. There are also Mother Ilel, Mother Ukodor trees.
So the risky one, that was the plane shift, right?
Correct.
Teleport, you need to know the circles. Plane
Correct.
shift, you can gamble.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
And there are Mother Ukodor trees. If you talk to your friends about this, Kiwin might actually know about these, and Krista would know about it. Mother Ukodor trees are monstrous trees. They're about the size of a city. They open up, and you can go through one to another one on a different plane, essentially doing a controlled plane shift through a tree. They are smattered throughout the material plane, and there is one on every elemental plane of existence. Air, fire, earth, water.
And can anyone use those? Or is this like a druidic spell?
Anyone can. You would have to get permission. So, for example, wardens of the different planes of existence. For example, the warden of the material plane is Jadobi from season 1. So you would have to get permission from the plane of existence warden, and they would open it for you.
Okay.
Usually have to be in somewhat good standing, yada yada yada, right?
Okay.
Trying to think of any other information you would need or would know. I mean, Kree, Whisper, I don't know if Whisper would know. Kree and Kiwin, I can't remember if Whisper would know. Whisper, you didn't fight the Artificer, right?
No.
Yeah, so Kree and Kiwin, when you're sharing this information, Kree's from the Air Ward, and Kree and Kiwin have been plane shifted from Ugord to the Air Ward. So just throwing that back out there as well. So there have been planar changes, transfers or whatever, in this party specifically. But I think that's about all you can get in 2 hours of plowing through. But then you reconvene with everybody, and everyone's doing the info dump. So we'll go back to that.
Well, it's good that we're in the place with the people who know how to get there, I suppose.
This is true.
More importantly, they know how to get back.
Mm.
This is a very optimistic observation. Okay. Then this is lucky that we come here and they know the one thing we want to know. I think it is time that we talk to the keeper and see what we must do to plunge ourselves into nightmare hellscape.
All right.
I agree.
So we'll go talk to Flint, I guess.
That way toddle off.
Okay. Everyone give me a perception check.
Acres.
17.
24.
24.
20.
Okay. So
13.
over 20, you notice Ventrilia, aka Opal. She is walking from the back area through that breezeway. So just a couple of you notice her. She's kind of coming to that little rope chain thing.
Hi.
Oh, hello.
Doing some reading.
Organizing, really. That's kind of my job here sometimes.
Oh.
Did you all find what you were looking for?
I have a question, and I was gonna ask the keeper, but I'm just gonna ask whoever as well. Um, we read that the were creatures, the whatever they're called, they come from the Terror Ward, right? Why are they here?
Well, it's a complicated question.
I
the-
mean, is it?
Yes. Yes. That's just thousands of years ago. The original Rekics roamed about.
Well, that sounds terrible.
Oh, it's absolutely terrible. But
But now they're here.
the ones that are here are lower on the totem pole. They are a little bit more civilized. They don't necessarily. They don't necessarily follow the rule of the one that you speak of.
Yeah, but they sure were trying to make us a midnight snack.
Well, unfortunately, you caught them at the wrong time. They are essentially passing through, but yes, they have to allow themselves to be in that animalistic form in a controlled environment, which it was until people opened the door.
Looking at Jasper, Felix,
It
and
was
Krista.
already unlocked. It was unlocked. No one locked it.
Yes, well, we try to make sure that anyone who is seeking sanctuary within our walls is protected. I have spoken to the keeper a little bit about being a little bit more forthright about dangers of walking around when they're not supposed to. However, since we're having this conversation, this is why you are required to have an escort, because there are dangers within these walls.
What
There
other dangers
are
are there?
Thousands of years of artifacts, information, secrets, and things that you are not dare learn. Your life would be forfeit immediately. There are many beings out there that do not have the betterment of people in their minds.
I know, I've killed some.
I think we all have, darling. But while
I killed the artificer like 3 times.
that was you,
Yeah. 3 times though. I'm sure he's gonna come back
I
again.
did
I
not
think that's
realize
just...
I was in the presence of. Dare I
Yeah, my
say
name's
royalty.
Keelan.
I
No.
didn't know what the names were.
Keelan, Cree was there too.
Mm-hmm.
I bet they would have been great during the battle, but I met them afterwards. Anyways, yes. I was just scared that there was gonna be Terror Ward, whatever they're called.
Rekics?
Wreck
Yes.
wreck
Rekics.
wreck them.
Sure.
I call them rats.
But just to put your mind at ease, yes, there are lower generations of Rekics and Thulkir that do
What's
attempt
that? Oh, the other ones.
Yes. What they're a little bit more domesticated. Civilized.
I don't know. The ones we killed, they were pretty gnarly.
I was talking about the Thulkir. No, the other ones are very, well, beastly,
Oh, yeah.
but in a
Well,
good way.
Well, there was the one lady. Anyways.
But-
Elscon used to be friends with the the one. She was like
Who is this
the one
Elskan
we
that
killed.
you're speaking of?
Elscon right here. I'm just gonna...
Elskan. That name sounds
He's my best
familiar.
friend, and that's... Well, I don't know if Elscon would sound familiar to you, because that's the name I gave him. I don't know what his name was before he met me. But...
That's right. But no, I feel like someone has spoken about this creature to me. I don't. Curious.
Who?
I don't remember. That's
Eldon? Eldon knew Elscon.
Hmm.
Have you talked to Eldon recently? He's in a deep sleep. He's resting.
Yes.
Or maybe other dragon lady.
Eltora? Have you talked to Eltora? She knows about Elscon.
Yes, Eltora's my cousin.
Well, there you go. Me and Eltora, we go way back. We're best friends.
Interesting. Well, I think we've dawdled enough. If you can accompany me. I'll be going to the main room. I believe Flint is there. You all are gonna have a conversation, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's head that way then. And she leads you guys down the hallway towards the kind of main space to speak with Flint. And that's where we're going to call it for tonight. Exclamation point critical. We're going to call a winner here in a second. Thank you guys so much.
Like taking big breaths, like, okay, let's get what's the voice? What's the voice?
No.
Now you have a whole week to prepare.
Oh, yeah.
Rat and dread, yeah.
And the winner is Lady Liv. Lady Liv won some dice. So, like I had said before, there's no table talk this week. Sorry, guys. So tomorrow we're off. So you guys can hang out. If I'm not in extraordinary pain, I might stream video games on my channel tomorrow, but we'll see. But join us on Friday for the first part of episode 6. Gotta get the wording down. Of Duke City Chronicles. Very excited. It's going to be very dramatic. Apologize in advance. To my fellow castmates. And followed up with probably a movie night, but we'll talk about that later today and tomorrow about what we're going to watch or whatever. But I'm rambling. I need more drugs. We are going to raid level 1 Geek. I've not seen these folks before. I've followed them, but I haven't watched what they're doing. So if you like what you see, give them a follow. Otherwise, we will see you guys next time.